The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Chrysler. We're reinventing the passion for driving. By Zima, clearly refreshing. By IBM, taking e-business and your business to the next level. And by Universal Pictures, The Fast and the Furious. If you have what it takes, you can have it all. In theaters June 22nd.
21,000 sellout crowd at the First Union Center in Philadelphia. Phil Jackson and his Los Angeles Lakers getting ready. Larry Brown of the Philadelphia 76ers hoping to tie the series at 2. The Lakers with their usual starting lineup: Rick Fox, Horace Grant at the forward, Shaquille O'Neal at center, Kobe Bryant and Derek Fisher in the backcourt. Remember, both Fisher and O'Neal fouled out in Game 3. Tyrone Hill looking to bounce back from what has been a very difficult series. Up front with Dwayne Jones. Dikembe Mutombo is the starting center. Allen Iverson in the backcourt along with Aaron McKee. There is Shaq, who incredibly has picked up 17 assists in 3 games.
He's an excellent passer, Marv, and we know that one of the things out of the triangle offense, he knows where his cutters are. He knows where his shooters are, so he's very comfortable where the double teams are coming from. We see Kobe Bryant. We talked to him before the game. He was in good spirits, but it's going to be very interesting tonight with Philadelphia. Do they try to get Tyrone Hill involved in the game early, Marv? They did against Milwaukee when he was struggling. They ran a couple screen rolls, he hit a couple shots, and he finished that series strong. They really need him tonight.
Tyrone Hill just 3 for 16 from the field over the first 3 games. 1 for 7 in Game 3 on Sunday. And the Lakers control the opening tip. Horace Grant being played by Tyrone Hill. Here's O'Neal. Mutombo not able to handle. O'Neal does. Mutombo got a piece of it, and a foul is called. It's on the Sixers.
Shaq does such a great job of getting that deep post position. He had Mutombo sealed right on his back, and Kobe made the pass right through the heart of the defense. They're going to have to try to take that pass away, Mark, because they cannot get the front line in foul trouble. It appeared to me Shaq was very anxious on those first couple shots. I think he has to be very, very careful not to make this too personal here early in the game going against the Dikembe.
Shaq 8 for 9 from the line in Game 3 after having his difficulties over the first 2 games. Shaquille with the strong statements following Game 3, saying that Dikembe Mutombo is a flopper. Feels that he's crying about calls. We asked Dikembe about it. I asked him about the verbal warfare that has erupted. He says, well, not on my part.
Well, you know, it's so tough to hold your ground against Shaq. When he hits you, he's going to knock you back on your heels sometimes. He's just that big and powerful.
Iverson to the left hand and then tried the running hook.
I think that's a good sign, though, Marv. He didn't settle for the quick jump shot. He tried to get to the basket.
The steal by Jones. And fouled by Fox, preventing the fast break.
These are the kind of things that the 76ers do when they're at their best. Remember now, they've had 3 days rest, and their defense, their activity, their ability to steal the ball, points off turnovers, getting in the open court. The last couple games, they've been a little tired, and they have been slipping in those areas.
Iverson getting the step. Allen Iverson with Shaquille O'Neal moving in his direction, able to go high off glass. So the Sixers with a 2-1 lead. Broken up by Iverson. Last touch by Bryant.
Mark, just to follow up on that point, in Game 1, the Lakers had 19 turnovers. In Game 2, 16. In Game 3, 13. The turnovers have come down. That's where you've seen the drop-off. Those are energy statistics, and that's what Philly needs tonight. Already 2 here to start the game.
Iverson over Fisher. Kobe Bryant had the hot first half in Game 3 on Sunday, then cooled off and hit a big jumper down the stretch. Fisher on a quick release. Rebounded by Jones. Aaron McKee, who's been plagued by injuries. Larry Brown saying that he feels that he's kind of run out of gas. Although he played 41 minutes the other night. Jones and Shaq on the box out.
And you can feel the Philadelphia fans when Jermaine Jones took that shot. They're so desperately trying to guide it in, almost a sigh, a collective sigh, hoping, wishing that ball will go in the basket.
And Kobe pushed further out by Jermaine Jones, who picks him up on a swish. Tyrone Hill with the rebound. Here's Jones with Fox back. Beautifully set up from a tumble.
See, the Sixers have to get some points off fast breaks. Marvin, game one, they had fast break points. They had 19. In games 2 and 3 combined, only 19. They lost the thrust of their break.
Foul called on McKee.
The Sixers are not a great shooting team, so you got to get some easy scores, and you do it just like this. There's your big man, Mutombo, running the floor. He beats Shaq down the floor, and you get him an easy one.
Here's Rick Fox, who's been quiet. Had the excellent opening game, but has not shot well the last 2 games. Iverson is fouled by Bryant. And Allen Iverson has come out looking very active. Meanwhile, the Lakers have missed their first 5 shots, and they've turned it over twice. So Iverson to the line, handed the ball by Hugh Evans, who may be working in his final game as an NBA official. Hugh Evans with Ed F. Rush and Jack Neese. There's Hugh in his 28th year, a career that began in the 72-73 seasons. One of the great referees of all time. Worked nearly 200 playoff games. This is 34th game in an NBA final series.
He and I were rookies together. He will be sorely missed. One of the class officials in this league.
Pass intended for Bryant. Kobe looking at Derek Fisher and saying, what was that?
You see the little edge on the Lakers right now. I wrote down for the Lakers early. Take the early hit and the energy and keep their poise. Right now, we've not seen that.
McKee coming up short. And last touch by Grant. But I think Larry Brown has to be happy with what he has seen here in the early moments from Tyrone Hill.
Well, he's been more active. You know, that's all. He's an activity player. You're not going to run primary plays for him.
Fisher, Brown was looking for a traveling violation that was last touched by Jones of the 76ers.
The Lakers are a rhythm team, Marvin. Right now, they're playing one step too fast. As they get a little tired, they'll slow down. They'll be more effective.
Here's Kobe Bryant. Kicks it out for Horace Grant. Bryant with the rebound. Fox. Rick Fox. So the Lakers with their first field goal. They had missed their previous 6 shots.
Well, all 3 of their points on second shot. Shaq gets to the free throw line, and then Kobe with a nice play to Fox.
McKee, yes. There's the feathery touch of Aaron McKee, who the Sixers need as a 3rd scorer. McKee only 2 of 8 the other night in game 3.
Well, they expend so much energy on the defensive end chasing Kobe Bryant.
Shot clock to 6. Kobe passing on the 3. Fox from downtown, and Rick Fox has relocated the touch.
Well, excellent patience there, Marv. The ball goes inside. It's a double team. They swing the ball over to the opposite side of the floor and get Fox the open jumper.
Game is tied at 6. We're just getting started. 5 minutes gone by. Allen Iverson now 1 for 4 here at the start. Jack getting position. Shaquille O'Neal with his first field goal.
Well, Shaq going to the finesse game early. That little jump shot, not looking for the power game right now.
Perhaps aware of the possibility of those offensive foul calls as we saw here on Sunday night. McKee So the Lakers with the ball and now lead 8-6.
Well, I think that's a great observation. If Shaq were to get an offensive foul early, it might bother him after what's happened in Game 3. I think this is an excellent start by him.
6.5 remaining, first quarter. Well, Iverson from behind trying to knock it free. O'Neal rejected by Mutombo. The crowd responding to the Dikembe Mutombo. Hill kept alive by Mutombo. Dikembe has been much more offensive-minded in this playoff run. Larry Brown calling for time. So when we pick it up, the Sixers will have 17 on the shot clock. 6:03 left in the first. Lakers up by 2.
Coming up at the half, Destiny's Child performs live at the game here on NBC.
In a world divided by rivalries and united by family,
My brother likes you. Usually he doesn't like anybody.
the only ones who survive
We got cops, go!
are the Fast and the Furious.
Get in!
Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, Jordana Brewster, Michelle Rodriguez, and Ja Rule. Let's go! The Fast and the Furious. Rated PG-13. At theaters Friday, June 22nd.
Change things up.
Now with our new taste menu, you can always find new and different tastes at McDonald's. Because, hey, variety is the smile of life.
You graduated with honors. Your parents couldn't be prouder. Now you're about to pop the top of a Coke that could win you $1 million. And instead of being known as the smart son, you'll be known as the son who won $1 million from a can of Coke. Pop the top of a Coke from specially marked bottles or can multi-packs this summer for a chance to win. Why not you? Why not now? Time is running out.
You're gonna love this all-new Sebring sedan. Notice the power mirrors. Great sound system. Power windows. It has a race-inspired suspension system and a powerful multi-valve engine. And it has the highest government front crash test rating. Oh, no.
Now well-qualified returning gold key lessees can lease a Sebring LX sedan for $259 a month.
Today at IBM.com, we're here with Mike from corporate to prove how incredibly cool the NetVista X40 is.
Leon, what's that thing?
This is my cool-o-meter. Here, check this out. The NetVista X40 all-in-one with the Intel Pentium 3 processor and built-in CD-ROM. Way cool. Mike from corporate. X40? Cool. Mike. The award-winning NetVista X40, just one of thousands of way cool products here at IBM.com.
You think it's the tie?
I think it's more than that.
The Lakers lead by 2, but I think the Sixers were hoping that with an extra day's rest that they were going to be able to get up and pressure the ball. You see, they've already forced 3 turnovers, the points off turnovers. And look in Game 1 when they won. Look how big these 19, 25, and 10. These are big numbers. You go to Game 2, they drop down to 16 forced turnovers. But look, so a combined 29, combined 27, combined 14 after the big Game 1. So that is one of the things that really the 76ers thrive on, Marv. The ability to get out in that open course so they don't have to play so much half-court basketball. And you see the power of Shaquille O'Neal. It was tough for Iverson to even knock it out of his hands, but then the block by Mutombo.
And Horace Grant getting a piece of that shot from Iverson is now 1 for 5, and the Sixers 3 of 11 here at the start. Both teams remaining the same following the timeout. Here's Grant. O'Neal. And Shaq puts it down. Oh, facial served up on Mutombo.
Well, the Lakers love to get to those offensive boards. You see Shaq has already been there a couple times, Kobe. So even though they're shooting a low percentage, they're getting multiple shot opportunities. You see the dunks in this series. O'Neal 17 of the team 27.
Lakers up 10-6. Jones off, and a pushing foul on O'Neal that set the Mutombo flying.
Oh, this this is unstoppable. You get the ball in this deep if you're Shaquille O'Neal. I don't care if it's Mutombo. He cracks him with an elbow across the face and then just mashes the ball through the basket. And you can see Shaq, he loves that kind of moment. It's what he talked to us yesterday about, Marv, that he said, I'm coming back with a vengeance.
Shaq, incidentally, spent part of yesterday taking an off-hours tour of the Philadelphia Zoo. He says he's visited zoos in every NBA city. As you take another look at, the elbow of Shaq. The Sixers were hoping that Shaq would walk through the Komodo dragon area, as Sharon Stone's husband did over the weekend. Shaq stayed away from that. Mutombo, and missed by Jones on the follow.
Should have got two hands on that one, made sure he got the easy one.
And Shaq does it again.
Shaq's running right to the front of the rim, Marv. Anytime they have a fast break, he's going right to the front of the rim, and Mutombo was sealed directly behind him. That is unstoppable.
Lakers with a 12-6 lead. Sixers have missed their last 7 shots. Jermaine Jones out of control at the offensive end. Leads to Derek Fisher. Jermaine Jones has missed 3 shots and has made a couple of miscues trying to force the issue.
Marv, always say pass with flair, but not in the air. If you get up there and you turn it over, you got nowhere to go with it. That's exactly what happened with Jermaine Jones.
11-0 run for the Lakers. Iverson forcing as he draws the foul. Just wanted to get that shot up. He realized the foul was coming.
When you're struggling, Mark, get 2 hands on that ball and make sure you get the basket to go down. Jermaine Jones made a great rebound, but got too spectacular. Now look right where Shaq is. It's unstoppable. When he gets there, Dikembe's head is actually underneath the basket. He could not go up without putting his hands through the rim. So Shaq getting great post position.
A standing ovation for George Lynch as he made his way off the bench. And he'll come on for Tyrone Hill. The question is, how many minutes can George give the Sixers? Back from a broken bone in his left foot. We saw him earlier with Lewis Johnson. Has not played since the 13th of May, but said, hey, we're in the finals. I have to give it a shot.
I'd like to check his pulse rate right now. His heart has to be racing.
Bryant to the rim. Kobe Bryant. And the Lakers now lead 16-8.
See, this is not what the Sixers wanted. Once again, they're down 8. They're playing from behind. Mark, when you do that, you expend so much energy. In the 4th quarter, it has killed the Sixers shooting.
Eric Snow is also checked in for the first time. Mutombo with a sweeping hook. Talking with Dikembe yesterday, I mentioned that he has come a long way offensively. Is this something we can look for next season? There's no pause. He said yes. Kobe Bryant with the reverse. And Shaq will get credit for the tip.
Well, what happened there? Kobe gets inside. He breaks your defense down. Mutombo comes over to block the shot, and nobody there to block out Shaquille O'Neal with another offensive rebound.
9 points for O'Neal. Iverson. Now met on the switch by Bryant. Iverson. And deflected out. Last touch by the Sixers. Allen Iverson just 1 for his first 6. The Lakers with an 18-10 lead as a timeout has been taken.
Well, Dikembe with that sweeping hook, Marv, you talked about him being more offensive-minded, trying to keep Shaq occupied on the defensive end of the floor. But now watch what happens here. Kobe goes to the basket. Watch Mutombo as he comes over to block it. No one there to get in front of Shaquille O'Neal. 2 easy points, almost in the cylinder. The Lakers off to a slow start early, then now lead by 8.
Yeah, I'm the ultimate competitor. GOAT, G-O-A-T, etc., etc. Light years ahead of ya. They chose me instead of ya. Corny cats is better to give praise to the greatest. Silence all challengers. LL ambidextrous, switch the left hand on ya. Leave it on the floor, pure, raw stamina. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I said my game's hardcore. Leave it on the floor. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. I said my game's hardcore. Leave it on the floor.
I'll have a
Fresh salad, please.
Fresh salad. Some places make salads that just sit around. Not Wendy's. Our 99-cent side salad and Caesar side salad are made fresh all day, every day.
Put it back.
Welcome to the summer of 99 cents.
What's going on aboard the International Space Station? Early Father's Day gifts from Radio Shack, including greetings from home for cosmonaut Yuri Usachev.
Wow! Look at that!
Привет, папа. Тебя поздравляем с праздником. Желаем всего наилучшего, успехов в работе и хороших отношений с экипажем.
The talking picture frame, only $14.99, and just one of the surprising Father's Day gifts you'll find at Radio Shack.
If you've only seen Shrek Once Upon a Time, wake up. You haven't seen it all.
Oh, let's do that again.
Rolling Stone says you'll be a believer too.
I believe.
Shrek, rated PG, now playing everywhere.
Well, it's Monday morning, and it looks like the whole world is heading back to work. We've got a couple of tie-ups on the freeway and some construction downtown. Coming up at 10 past the hour before the sports
Come Monday, we all need a little coaxing. Jeep Grand Cherokee adds another award to its trophy case.
Headliners and Legends, Thursday on MSNBC. As fans anticipate his return, a look inside the life of Michael Jordan. On Headliners and Legends, Thursday at 10 on MSNBC.
Tiger Woods, coming off victories in 4 straight majors. Will the greatest streak in professional golf continue? The U.S. Open, beginning Thursday on NBC.
There's George Lynch, who played in all 82 regular season games for the 76ers, making his return tonight from that broken bone in his foot. For more on George Lynch, let's check in with Lewis Johnson.
Well, thank you, Marv. Just before the game started tonight, I asked Philadelphia trainer Lenny Currier if he was okay with Lynch playing with a broken foot that was not completely healed. Currier told me that he's all right with it because he's done a lot to help support his foot with tape, and that the doctors had given Lynch the option to play. But when I asked Larry Brown, he told me that he was not comfortable with Lynch playing, but that Brown said Lynch deserved the chance to play in the NBA Finals because he's the guy that helped him to get here. Marv?
All right, Lewis. George Lynch, a one-time member of the Lakers. Shaq's pass picked off by Lynch. Snow with a 4-on-3, but the Lakers cover it well. And the Sixers have to regroup. There's McKee working on Bryant. Nowhere to go. And a 3-second violation is called. Goes back to the subject of George Lynch. Played 3 years with the Lakers, then 2 with Vancouver. It's his 3rd year with Philadelphia, but George, as it turns out, instrumental in the Lakers being able to sign Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, they had salary cap space available. Speaking of Vancouver, they traded for George Lynch and Anthony Peeler, and that enabled the Lakers to free up cap money to sign Shaq.
Here's Shaq. Oh, it's put home by Bryant. This time it's Kobe Bryant on the follow of a Shaquille O'Neal shot.
Well, the Lakers are not shooting a great percentage, but they have, I think, 5 offensive rebounds now already, Marv. 7 second chance points, so +7. The lead +10.
Iverson, yes. It's only a second field goal, 2 of 7 for Allen Iverson. Shaq getting down court and is fouled by Mutombo. Impressive move by Shaquille, who runs the floor so well.
Just watch Kobe Bryant. George Lynch, I don't know where he was going on that play. He steps up, he had Kobe. Kobe just slid right in behind him, and now Allen Iverson working so hard. He comes off the little bump screen. Now watch Shaq. He's just going to release as soon as Iverson takes the shot, and he just beats everybody down the floor. So one of the things the Lakers are doing, Marv, when Iverson takes a shot, he just whoever is guarding him just runs out down the floor, and that's the kind of position that we've seen Shaq get the entire first period.
Well, Shaq is now 1 for 3 at the line. Last game he appeared more comfortable at the free throw line with his personal coach, Ed Palyabinskis, flying here to Philadelphia this past Saturday, but once again he's fallen off.
Well, he said what he wanted Shaq to do when he was dribbling to bend his wrist because it would make him think about bending his wrist when he was shooting the free throw. Shaq said that really helped him.
Iverson weaving his way. Beautiful driving hook by Lakers up by 6 with a minute left in this first quarter.
Allen Iverson's got to have some help, though, Marv. You said it in the open, 1 out of 2. He can't beat 2 guys. He's got to have somebody give him some help.
Horace Grant from Kobe Bryant on a pick and roll that caught the Sixers.
See, Mutombo was the guy that's supposed to rotate over on that play because Horace Grant was rolling, but he's so afraid to leave Shaq and leave him wide open underneath the basket.
Iverson. Allen Iverson trying to set it up with a crossover. Could be a 2-for-1 here for the Lakers. Nice play by Snow to strip Bryant. Here comes McKee. And his pass a little late. He really should have gotten the ball up quicker to Iverson, but went 1-on-2.
The Sixers are playing frantically on offense, and they're not executing. As a result, they're not getting good shots. They've dug themselves a hole once again here, Marv, in this first period.
Final seconds of the first. Bryant for 3. O'Neal. He was looking for a foul call, did not get it. Appealing to the official, Ed F. Rush, but that's the end of the first quarter. The Lakers with a 22-14 lead on the Sixers. Iverson just 3 for 9, 8 points. Shaq 4 for 8, 9 points in all. Lakers 10 of 22 from the field. The Sixers just 6 for 19. We'll be back in a moment.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow, all right? Lunch is over. Buy a Coors Light?
Sold.
Sold? Now that's music to this banker's ears. Listen, I've already offered a lot more than this little bar is worth.
I'm not selling. Build your condos around us.
I don't get it. What makes this dive so special?
This bar's packed every night with people who love their Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light.
Rocky Mountain Cold? Whatever. Hey, moved to Colorado. I want this place. Nobody's gonna stop me. Not you or your beer.
Bar towel.
The Duke?
I'll ask the questions. What time is it?
Time for me to leave?
And?
Coors Light's on me.
Here you go.
Okay. I had that coming. Next round's on the Duke.
Like hell it is.
Even though Jeep Grand Cherokee is more refined and civilized than ever, rest assured, it still hasn't lost its animal instincts. Jeep Grand Cherokee adds another award to its trophy case.
Today I begin a new life, where I am the master of my abilities.
You can leave the street behind.
I love you, girl. You got my son, and you're probably gonna be my wife.
But that doesn't mean it will leave you alone.
I ain't no killer. I can't have that on my heart.
From director John Singleton comes one man's fight to do it right.
We're just gonna change the game.
Baby Boy, rated R. Opens everywhere June 27th.
Your typical airline credit card gives you 1 mile for every $1 you spend. But only the Delta SkyMiles credit card from American Express gives you that. Plus, you'll always get double miles at gas stations, home improvement stores, and on Delta tickets, on top of 5,000 bonus miles just for getting the card. Watch how quickly all those extra miles add up to your free vacation travel. The Delta SkyMiles credit card. Faster than your typical airline credit card. Call 1-800-SkyMiles to apply now.
We are back in Philadelphia. Marv Albert with Doug Collins. Doug, you were mentioning earlier how important it is for a team like the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Lakers to play with the lead early on.
Well, they're so short-handed with all the injuries, but in Game 1, they led for almost 30 minutes. At one time, they led by 15. In Game 2, they trailed by 13. Then Fisher hit the big 3 to close that game out. And then in Game 3, they led only 3 minutes and 41 seconds. They trailed by 13 in that game as well. Caught up to within 1, could never get over the top. And Mark, it just expends so much energy. You almost have to play perfectly to try to catch up when you get those big leads, as we see that Shaquille O'Neal gets his first press to the game.
Ryan Shaw has checked in for the first time, along with one of the Lakers' heroes from Game 3, Robert Horry. So Horace Grant operating at center against Dikembe Mutombo goes right at Grant.
Well, you know, if you're going to rest Shaq, you might as well go inside to Dikembe Mutombo. That's a powerful move.
Sixers gambling now defensively. Iverson trying to slap it away from Horry. Second quarter underway, and the Lakers lead by 6. Roger Bell, who just checked in at the start of the quarter, called for the foul on Kobe Bryant.
See, Dikembe early in the year could not turn back and spin back once you cut off that left shoulder. Now he's getting a little drop step. So he's getting a little variety in his game, not as predictable. And when you have a little variety, then you get some good opportunities. Shaq right back
Quite
in the
a rest.
game.
Yes,
Yeah.
35 seconds plus the time between quarters.
Right.
So Shaquille is back. Horace Grant sitting down. Bryant, not pretty, but able to finish.
See, he splits that gap so beautifully. I remember Mark Price used to do that so well when he and Brad Daugherty play that screen roll. That big guy didn't close that gap down. He would shoot right through and get right into your defense. That's exactly what Kobe did.
Kobe has 6 points. He's hit 3 of 6 from the field. Here's Bell. Mutombo. Yes! Dikembe Mutombo with the baseline jumper. Why do I always sound incredulous when he hits that medium-range jump shot?
Because you haven't seen it enough yet. But if he keeps doing it next year, you will not be incredulous.
What you're saying is when he's hitting those shots over Popeye Jones, to Heidi White.
If I hear you talking about him, Marv, I'm coming after you.
Brian Shaw with 5 on the shot clock. Out of 3. And a 3-second violation was called on Shaquille O'Neal.
When Larry Brown goes to that smaller lineup, when he gets Roger Bell out there with Iverson and Snow or McKee, they put so much more pressure on the basketball. This is when really they can get that energy and that heat turned up on defense so they get themselves back in the game here.
76ers in possession, now trailing by 6. Lakers have led by as many as 10 points. Iverson with the step back. He's been off. Rebounded by Shaw. Snow with the hustle and last touch by Horry. What a play by Eric Snow.
He has really been the one guy off the bench that has not only scored but has been terrific defensively. Eric Snow, not a great shooter, but has hit big shots throughout the playoffs. These are the kind of hustle plays that a coach loves. Get down there on the floor, give your team another possession after Brian Shaw threw the ball away.
And a high number of turnovers committed by the Lakers. That is number 7. Iverson beating Fisher on the overplay and then fouled by O'Neal. Shaq came out to help. No, they said Brian Shaw. At first, the call appeared to be on Shaq. Brian Shaw picks up his first.
Now, the game plan is make Iverson work. Bump him, frustrate him, try to put him down on the deck, make him get up, and don't give him anything easy. Now, Mark, we saw the other day at the free throw line, he was so hyper, he was jumping all around. He missed too early in the game. Calm yourself down, get into a nice rhythm, get yourself on balance, just like that, and you'll have good success. Right? You get those feet moving, you won't have success.
Iverson is 4 for 6 from the line. Ball with the steal. Iverson. But Jack Neese says, come on back. And apparently, it will be Laker ball. The ball was not officially put into play.
I think Raja Bell got the steal, but I think he slid out of bounds when he got it right there. He got his toe on the line, very close. You see, Marvin, you get to the free throw line and you're Philadelphia. It's such a big part of their offense because look where their defense is now. Now they can really get up, force the Lakers to use time off the clock, and it takes away from Shaq getting down to that post.
Lakers up by 4. O'Neal. Sixers want a traveling violation, but a foul is called. It's on Tyrone Hill. That's his second.
See the versatility of Robert Horry, though, as a power forward playing screen and roll. Actually, with Shaq just lost the ball up in the air, realizing that Tyrone Hill cannot defend that. So let's watch Shaq now at the free throw line. Marv, let's watch him to see if he bends that wrist on the dribble as his free throw coach had taught. See if he's bending that wrist. You see him really concentrate and see if he will have some success now at the line doing that.
Well, he line drives it home. Shaq now 2 for 5 from the line. Here comes Matt Geiger, replacing Tyrone Hill, who continues the struggle. Parting conversation for the official, Ed Rush. 10 minutes for Hill, but 2 fouls did not score. And Matt Geiger, who has been a contributor, despite the fact that he is playing hurt, on the floor for the first time. Geiger said if it's not the NBA Finals, he would not be playing.
Well, he came in the game the other day, did a nice job, hit a couple jumpers, but got 3 quick fouls, only played 5 minutes.
And a blocking foul on Shaw, stepping in the path of Iverson. That's the second on Brian Shaw. Let's go over to Jim Gray.
All right, Marv, thank you very much. Well, Brian Shaw is playing on very, very little rest. In fact, he only slept 1 hour last night. That's because his wife yesterday, Nikki, in Oakland, gave birth to Bianca Nicole, their second child, a girl. He has 1 boy. As we see Allen Iverson go to the hoop, and he's fouled. He flew back overnight. He was not able to rest. He was trying to grab a little sleep in the locker room before the game. Shaq went in and woke him up, telling him it's time to play. Win 1 for Nikki and little Bianca Nicole. Marv?
All right, thanks, Jim. Derek Fisher picked up that foul, his second. And Iverson back at the line. As you see, 4 for 6. Now 5 out of 7 at the free throw line. Well, you can log on to NBCSports.com for comprehensive coverage of these NBA Finals. Check out analysis by Bill Walton, Steve Jones, and a web-exclusive post-game video report with Bill and Snapper, plus Matt Lucas with an in-depth preview of each game, complete with what he likes to call his X factor. That man is a mysterious guy. You know, it's all on NBCSports.com. The Lakers now lead by 4 with 9:20 remaining in this first half. Tyronn Lue has come on for the first time, and he will be shadowing Allen Iverson at the Philadelphia offensive end. Oh, pass thrown off the mark and saved by O'Neal. Shaq is now up front with Ori and Brian Lou Shaw in the backcourt. Here's the alley-oop that misfires.
That's a set play. Shaw loves to run it. When Raja Bell comes in the game, he overplays Kobe. They had eye contact. He was opposite on the floor. Shaw just threw that ball a little too high, but Brian Shaw throws that alley-oop to Shaq as well as anybody in the league.
Lou all over Iverson. Lou ends up crashing into our broadcast location.
Mark, did you see how I was diving over to protect you? You saw I was going to help you.
Mr. Stats, our stat man, Elliot Kalb, though, saving both of us. Here's another look. Tyronn Lue coming in our direction. Look out.
Coming up at the half, Destiny's Child performs live at the game here on NBC.
There's a time for diplomacy and a time for action. Diplomacy is dead.
On July 6th, Kiss. Fear. Goodbye. Jet Li. Bridget Fonda. Kiss of the Dragon. Rated R. July 6th. Only in theaters.
All right, guys, bring it in. Bring it in. Hey, where's Billy?
He's sick. He's our best player. Yeah, we can't play without him.
Come on, it's gonna be okay.
But it's for the championship, Coach.
There's gonna be a lot of other games.
Hey, I can play.
Do you know how?
I'm not bad.
He's tall. What do you think? All right, let's go! Hey, if we win, we get to go to McDonald's. So don't play.
Cup of coffee, please, and a straw. Thanks. He walked right by me. Hey, what's this?
The Toyota Tundra has turned its share of heads, so it's not surprising that when J.D. Power and Associates asked truck owners what they thought, Tundra was voted most appealing full-size pickup.
Look at you. You keep eating those donuts, you're gonna be a full-size pickup.
The Toyota Tundra, better from the ground up.
Next stop, Chunkyville. Population U.
I used to dream about having my own shoe and wondering what it would feel like to see people wearing your shoe and to be able to fit your creativity, your style, your personality all into that shoe. You're probably wondering what's in the box. And I'm probably not supposed to show you what's in the box, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway, because it's my shoe. I can do whatever I want to do. So here's a prototype for Kobe 2.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by the Toyota Tundra, better from the ground up. By Adidas, Forever Sport. And by Coca-Cola, life tastes good.
Back in Philadelphia, the Blimp Spirit of Goodyear overhead, providing an aerial view of tonight's game. And by the way, Goodyear would like to tip its hat to one of its own. 76ers coach Larry Brown played basketball in the old Industrial League for Goodyear's Akron-based team, the Wingfoots, back in 1963. There's Larry, the NBA Coach of the Year, one of the premier coaches in basketball, but Doug, a well-traveled coach. Larry has made the rounds.
Well, you know what Larry loves to do? He loves to go to a place that's down, build it up. He gets great pride in building it up and then moving to another job and doing the same thing. When I think of Larry Brown, I think of winner. Now, with Phil Jackson, he's taken a little bit different approach. He's basically said, you know what? That doesn't excite me building up a team. I like to take a team that's close and be able to get them over the top. So two different philosophies, but two great coaches.
And for Larry Brown, his first appearance in the finals in his 18 years as an NBA head coach. Roger Bell with the step, but could not convert.
Marv, just to follow up on the Sixers, their offense, Iverson and Mutombo have 20 of the 22 points. They have not got that third guy yet. Can they find somebody to put the ball in the basket and help those two players?
Well, Aaron McKee is obviously not what he was. Beautiful pass. It counts, and the foul. And Brian Shaw with the bucket is headed to the line.
This is what you talked about early in the game about Shaq's ability to pass. He had 17 assists, and he knows where his cutters are coming from. The moment the defender turns his back, you see the Lakers cut right to that basket, and Shaq will find them with that nice, soft pass.
Geiger able to haul it down. So Geiger is up front with Mutombo and Bell. McKee and Iverson in the backcourt. A foul was called on Iverson as first. Aaron McKee. So he's now 1 for 4 from the field. The Lakers up 28-22. Over the help, looked like a travel, and you can hear the reaction from the crowd. Little drop step move by Shaq, who's complaining about the Georgetown products, Patrick Ewing and Dikembe Mutombo and Alonzo Mourning. He calls it the Georgetown Gallop. Well, Shaq has picked up that move. Marv Geiger hitting on his first field goal attempt.
Well, that's why he's got to stay on the floor now. He struggles with the quickness of Morey, but he needs to be able to make some shots for this team.
Kobe Bryant stretch. Good play by Bell. Iverson pushing it. Oh, with a terrific play to slap it away. Here's Bryant. And fouled by Iverson. Look out. Iverson very upset and actually runs down court just to get away from the officials.
The pursuit of the basketball by the Lakers forced the turnover in the open court, and once again Kobe 2-on-1 on the break. Kobe now has it. He's back there with Shaq. Iverson trying to catch up, gets called for the reach-in foul. Looked like the Sixers might have had a breakout. They turn it over and the Lakers come right back the other way.
Allen averting, saying a bit too much to the officiating crew, so he looked to just get out of the way. That was the second foul. O'Neal, Geiger with the rebound.
Marv, it's interesting. We're seeing Harper early. Do you think Phil might think he might need him late tonight?
Harper has not played much during the series, but played an important role in game 2, just settling the club down. There's the alley-oop for Shaq, and a foul is called. He was hit from behind. Foul on Mutombo, that is his second. Well, coming to NBC.
This Sunday, Fear Factor will challenge 6 real people to face their greatest fears at a special time, 9, 8 Central. Fear Factor Sunday on NBC.
Shaquille O'Neal back to the line. He's 3 for 6 at the foul line. The 76ers are now over the foul line.
See, it's so hard to guard Shaq when he's running down the floor, Marv, because you can run next to him, and he just sort of bodies you, and he just walks you right where he wants to go. So without bringing a lot of attention to himself, he can get to that spot, and once he gets there, you're going to have to foul him or he's going to dunk the basketball. He's got 17 dunks in the 3+ games already.
Been a spectacular series with Shaquille O'Neal. Neely came up with a quadruple double in game 1 of that overtime loss to the 76ers. There have been only 4 quadruple doubles in the NBA. They did not keep that stat to the early 70s. There has never been one in the NBA Finals. Snow rejected by Ori.
The Lakers are playing some serious defense, Marv. The Sixers only 24 points. We've played a quarter and a half.
Harper wide open. And it's a goaltend. The basket will count.
You get a sense the Sixers are starting to look around like, Coach, we need some help. We need some help here. And you know what? Larry Brown knows that look. He's going to call a timeout and try to get his team together here before they go in half. But they're starting to get that look of desperation. Way too early in the game for that.
Come on in. She'll be down in a minute. Hot enough for you? Beer?
Oh, my.
They hate us, you know. The humans. We are suffering for the mistakes they made because when the end comes, all that will be left is us.
Rated PG-13. Starts June 29th.
The camera. Are you getting this?
Yeah.
This moment of sizable expectation is brought to you by ExperiencePA.com, where you can log on and plan vacation memories as big as the stories you'll tell.
Uh-oh.
This moment of unwavering courage is brought to you by ExperiencePA.com, where you can log on and plan a vacation without missing a thing.
We've dressed it up. But you can still take it just about anywhere. Introducing the all-new RAV4. Style that endures almost anything.
It's a land where one American is considered almost royalty. Will we witness the coronation of King Pete VIII? Wimbledon. Coverage begins June 30th on NBC.
NBC Friday. As Tiger Woods takes aim at an historic 5th major, see his life in a special Headliners and Legends. Friday on NBC.
Well, we still have almost 6 minutes to go in the second period. Look at these numbers. Shaq on the way to another big night. But you see the team leaders, all 4 different in all the categories for the Sixers. But look at this, the leader in assists, Shaquille O'Neal. Well, let's show you why. When he catches that ball in the post, he's looking for cutters. And we're Aaron McKee is thinking about, I'm going to double team He's going to the basket, and this guy over here defensively has got to be the guy to step up, and he doesn't do it. Now, Brian Shaw is going to cut right to the basket. You see Shaq is looking over everywhere. He says, where is the double team guy? Okay, so it's Aaron McKee. So I'm going to find Brian Shaw for the easy score. That's why Shaq leads him in assists, catches the ball in the post, and he takes his time and finds open cutters. He doesn't fight double teams.
And that's 18 assists now for Shaq in the 4 games and counting. Iverson. Geiger with the recovery, and he's fouled. Allen Iverson only 3 of 11 from the field. Kobe Bryant picks up the personal. That's his second.
In Philadelphia, we talked about only having 24 points. They're 9 of 27 from the field. They missed 18 shots, but they only have 2 offensive rebounds. Normally, they are a much, much better offensive rebounding team. So the Lakers, you know, are really focusing in on that defensive backboard.
And Geiger had the big game in the overtime victory for the Sixers. Game 1. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, stay tuned for a special live performance by the Grammy-winning trio, Destiny's Child. At halftime, Matt Geiger cuts it to an 8-point Laker lead. Iverson with some light pressure against Tyronn Lue.
The Lakers are using Shaq as a pressure release. They know Mutombo will not come out, so they bring him all the way to the hash mark to be able to catch the basketball so they don't have to dribble so much.
Here's the double on Shaq. Oh, nice pass. Hopper with the bucket, and he is fouled. Hopper cutting to the basket. And again, we saw on the double, that was actually a triple team. Shaq finds the open man.
Well, Marv, normally the Sixers don't do a lot of double teaming, so they don't do a good job of picking up cutters. Geiger has got to have his head underneath the basket taking that cutter. That is way too late. Marv, when you double team, your defense is on a string. When one guy goes to double, the other guy steps up to take his spot, so that cutter cannot get there. They have been slow the entire finals.
Ron Hopper has made it back from the arthroscopic surgery on his left knee. Missed the final 34 games of the regular season. Has seen limited action in the playoffs. Funny, the other night, game 2, Phil Jackson looked down the bench and said, Ron. And everybody looked around. Hopper was puzzled. Ron who, he said. Can't believe he was being inserted. He gets the roll. It's a 14-4 run for the Lakers. So Ori, who has been devastating from three-point land, hits from downtown on his first attempt. Iverson, Mutombo, it counts at the foul.
Well, finally an offensive rebound. If you're going to miss shots, you've got to get some of them back. We just talked about they only had 2 for the entire game on 18 misses. Finally, Mutombo is able to get the rebound. The reason he does is look at all the congestion and traffic. Really 3 guys around Iverson, and Mutombo just a little bump against Shaq. And then the nice finish. So, you know, Mutombo is playing well. Iverson's getting a lot of shots. He's not shooting a high percentage. But other than that, they cannot find any offense anywhere, Marv, right now. They have dug themselves, once again, a 12-point hole. This has really hurt them in the last couple games.
Mutombo at the line for the first time. 3-point play for Dikembe. The Lakers 40 and the Sixers 29 in this game 4 of the NBA Final Series. Lakers up 2 games to 1. Desperation game for the 76ers, who do not want to be down 3-1 with game 5 here in Philadelphia on Friday night. Harper fielding it for 3. Ron Harper. He has that Laker bench up cheering. Ron Harper has done a tremendous job. 8 quick points, 3 for 3 from the field, plus defensive pressure.
Well, if you're going to double team, somebody's going to be open, and Shaq knows where everyone is. Look how hard the Sixers have to work. Every shot contested, the ball knocked loose from behind.
And it was Harper who got a piece of it. Lakers looking very confident. A 14-point lead with just under 4 remaining in this first half. Here's Kobe working on Hill. He thought he was fouled. Lue for 3. Yes! Tyronn Lue from downtown. And the Lakers lead by 17. Larry Brown will talk it over.
trust your teammate. An Ori 3, a Harper 3, a Lou 3, and the Lakers by 17.
A newspaper printed that Yogi Berra had gone 2 for 4 instead of 3 for 4. A reporter explained to Yogi that it was a typographical error. Yogi replied, "The hell it was. It was a clean single to right."
Hey, nothing beats an original. Original Coors, brewed with Rocky Mountain water.
Original Coors. It's never not a hit.
17-point lead for the Lakers. It's their biggest lead in this NBA Finals Series. There's Ron Harper knocking down his three-pointer. 8 points for Harper here in the second quarter.
But all these are off double teams. You got great players. You got to give some help. And we talked about that in our open. We've seen it. Fisher hit a big three at the end of game 2 to help them win. Ori scores the last 7 points and a big 3 in game 3. And you have to have role players playing off your stars. But more importantly, your stars have to trust them. And the Lakers have that. That's why they're the champions.
And now a full timeout is called by the 76ers.
Save the universe?
Absolutely.
In 2 days, the adventure begins.
This is where I start to have fun.
Tomb Raider, rated PG-13. See it this Friday everywhere.
Think you're tough enough to drive to Tacoma? Join the club.
I used to dream about having my own shoe and wondering what it would feel like to see people wearing your shoe and to be able to fit your creativity, your style, your personality all into that shoe. You're probably wondering what's in the box. And I'm probably not supposed to show you what's in the box, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway. This is my shoe. I can do whatever I want to do. So here's a prototype for Kobe 2.
渴望的传奇。他们开始寻觅甘露。
败营之路总比空无滴路好些。
Ahmad Rashad in Philadelphia. Coming up on Net Zero at the half, we will have first half insights from Kevin and PJ. Plus, we'll have a special live performance from the Grammy Award-winning group, Destiny's Child, who will be here in the arena singing their smash hit Survivor. Now let's go back to Marv and Doug.
All right, thanks, Ahmad. Well, after game 1, Philadelphia fans felt the Sixers were a team of destiny, but the Lakers have had other thoughts on that matter. They have come roaring back. Remember, in Game 5, the Sixers overcame a 16-point Milwaukee lead and gutted out an 89-88 win here in Philadelphia. Iverson. Allen Iverson now with 14 points, and the Lakers lead 46-32. Kobe Bryant sitting it out. Rick Fox is back. He's up front. O'Neal and Ori. Hopper and Lou in the backcourt. Here's Shaq. And Snow is hit. Side of the face. Hit by Ori. Snow is all right.
Well, when they need a basket, they're going to go to Allen Iverson, and look how hard he has to work. He goes in and takes a very difficult shot over Shaquille O'Neal, but again, Mark, somebody's going to have to give him some help. They only have 31 points here in the first half. Remember now, in game 1, of this series. They came off a very difficult, emotional 7-game series. Fly cross country and had 56 points in the first half. 25 less right now with about 3 to go. So the Lakers defense starting to lock into exactly what they want to do, especially against Iverson, and make him work hard.
Eric Snow way off on that first attempt. Both teams are over the foul limit. One of the major reasons why the 76ers have captivated fans around the country. They have been a team that has continued to bounce back from adversity. They're facing a major test right here. Down by 15 with 2:40 remaining in the half. O'Neal, Lynch came over and picked up the foul. Trying to cut the path to the rim of Shaquille O'Neal. For Lynch, it is his first.
You know, it's sort of amazing when you watch the Lakers. They hit enough timely shots to where you get nervous about double teaming. And then when you play Shaq straight up, he gets in and powers the ball to the basket. So those shots that Ori and Lou and Harper hit are so timely because now you're worried about double teaming, and then Shaq goes to work.
Tomorrow night at 10, 9 Central on MSNBC. Tune in for a special Headliners and Legends featuring Michael Jordan with his airness mulling over the possible comeback to the NBA. Matt Lauer looks at the events leading to his first retirement and at the unprecedented endorsements that have made him a celebrity icon, transcending all of sports. Headliners and Legends, Matt Lauer featuring Michael Jordan tomorrow night at 10, 9 Central on MSNBC. I guess they'll have to have an addendum.
Absolutely.
To that
Let's hope.
November.
Let's hope.
There's Snow. Eric Snow able to go glass, and the Lakers now lead 47-33. Sixers now looking to apply pressure. And Ori did not like what he saw in terms of the pressure from Iverson. And Robert Ori is hobbling back to the bench as the Lakers take a timeout.
This company was showing its age, but it discovered a new market opportunity. Alas, its data was locked in systems that were showing their age too. The company feared they would have to replace the systems. Instead, their new software allowed them to quickly transform them. The software is neither humble nor vain with its facelift. Always adaptable and eternally youthful. Enterprise software from Microsoft.
Well, on this drive by Eric Snow, you're going to see the leg of Snow right there go into the shin of Robert Ori. Shook him up enough that they took a 20-second timeout. Gary Vitti looked him over. And Robert Ori will be coming out of the game. But right there you see the blow to the leg. And that's the strength of Eric Snow. Look at him continue to power that ball to the basket. He's like a running back in football. He just gets there and he just puts that body on you, seals you, and has the ability to finish at that basket.
Very solidly built, 6'3", 205 pounds. Now Lynch will sit down. Aaron McKee is back. Roger Bell also back on the floor. Again, pressure by the 76ers. Fox back to help as we come up on 2 minutes remaining in this first half. It's been all Lakers. Fox rebounded by McKee. There's Iverson putting moves on Lou. Rebounded by Harper. Bell and Fox involved in a collision.
Well, the 76ers would love to get this under double digits psychologically, Marvin. Right now at 14, only 33 points scored. If they could get this to 8, they would have to feel very good about the way that they were able to finish the half.
O'Neal. Oh, Shaquille O'Neal with yet another facial against Dikembe Mutombo.
You think Shaq had maybe some other ideas about going in half?
Once again, a powerful performance by Shaq. He has 18 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. And Jack Neese with the call. That's 2 on O'Neal.
Look at Shaq now. He's going to spin. His ability to handle the basketball. He's underneath the basket, and he just powers himself back into the picture. Shaquille O'Neal, when he starts getting that little smile on his face, he knows that he's got the ball where he wants it and that nobody can stop him, regardless of whether it's Dikembe Mutombo, who's the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Shaq's been giving all that verbiage. You know he respects him, but he loves these kind of challenges, Marv. We saw it in game 1 of this series. He had 44 points.
And Dikembe's sitting down now. He has scored 11 points, 5 for 6 from the field, and just 2 rebounds for Mutombo. Let's check in with Jim Gregg. Jim?
All right, thanks, Marv. Robert Horry asked to come out of the game. He has sustained a contusion of his right shin, according to the Lakers training staff. They will look at it at halftime, and they believe he will be able to continue in the second half. Mark?
All right, thanks, Jim. Horry taking the shot inadvertently from Eric Snow, who was driving along the baseline. So the Lakers now lead 49-35. Once again, a brief rest for Shaquille O'Neal with a minute left in this first half. There's Hopper, left wide open. Snow, he eludes Lou and draws the foul.
There's that power once again of Eric Snow, but when the Sixers can get the ball out and run, they have some of these opportunities. The Lakers were scoring at a high percentage. The 76ers taking the ball out of the basket and playing against a set defense, but anytime they've been able to do this, they've had some success.
Eric Snow missed his first 2 free throws. Well, Eric Snow having his problems at the line during the season, a 79% free throw shooter.
Well, Larry Brown always talks about, he said, you know, we're a terrific defensive team when we're putting the ball in the basket, because then we can get our defense back. When we struggle to score, our defense really suffers. And you've seen that here, Marv, in the first half. They have not been able to put it in the basket. The Lakers have almost 50 points.
And the Lakers able to handle the 76er pressure. Lakers up by 13.
No Shaquille O'Neal. They open up the middle and look for Kobe to penetrate.
Bryant putting moves on the key and then finds Harper. I don't think Ron Harper, in coming to the arena tonight, felt he'd get off 5 shots in the second quarter. He's hit 3, though, in his 7 minutes. Crowd trying to encourage the 76ers with time running down in the half. Iverson off the double is fouled by Harper. So Allen Iverson will go to the line with the Lakers over the foul limit. 7 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that was a very smart play by Iverson. He realized he was hung in the air, had no place to go. So what do? You jump into Harper's chest, and then you pray that the referee blows his whistle, which is exactly what happened. So sometimes you got to be a little lucky, and Iverson did a smart play.
Iverson missed his first 2 free throws and then clicked on 6 in a row before that miss. And the 76ers just 12 of 18 at the foul line. Kevin Ollie checking in for the first time, and then apparently change of mind by Larry Brown. Ollie sits down, and Matt Geiger reports in.
Well, he's in to play against Shaquille O'Neal to try to take away the long pass. They like to try to throw deep to Shaq underneath the basket.
So Shaquille is fouled by Geiger. So O'Neal will go to the line with the 76ers over the limit.
Well, you try as hard as you can. You front the post, but Shaq just walks you right where he wants to go. Look at Geiger is holding on for dear life, and Shaq just walks him like he's walking out in the park somewhere and just walks him right to where he wants to go on the floor. That's the power of that man.
Shaq receiving the treatment from the crowd. And that was almost an air ball. He's 6 of 11 at the line. Brian Shaw back. Kobe Bryant sits down. 5 3/10 seconds remaining in the half. And Shaq 8 for 9 in game 3. Struggling once again at the line, as he did the first 2 games. Shaq with the reverse.
Marv, who's blocking out the shooter? That's Shaq. You got to block out the shooter.
Here comes Snow with time running out. Fires for three. The Los Angeles Lakers with a commanding 51-37 lead at the half. The largest deficit at halftime, with a team overcoming that deficit to win a game. As you see Shaq with a great play on the follow. Back in 1948, Baltimore beat Philadelphia after being down by 21. Right here, it's a 14-point margin. Let's go over to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Marv. Kobe, was that the best defensive effort that the Lakers have had in the playoffs?
Well, I would say so. I think our effort's been higher at times, but I think tonight we really executed what we needed to do.
The easy baskets. Are you surprised that you guys have been able to find the cutters so easy? Teron, Lou, Ori, everybody seems to be getting involved. Harper.
Well, I think the credit goes to our coaching staff for preparing us. You know, they prepare us so well. We know where the gaps are going to be before they actually open up.
All right. Good luck in the second half. You're still talking about execution.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Mark.
All right, thanks, Jim. The Lakers 54% shooting in the first half, 20 of 37. Philly just 12 for 35, 34%. Allen Iverson only 4 out of 14. Shaq doing it again, 20 points, 11 rebounds. Kobe 3 for 6 for 6 points. Stay tuned for Net Zero at the half, plus a special live performance of Destiny's Child. We'll be back in a moment.
The Toyota 4Runner's famous for taking you places other four-wheelers can't. And right now, Toyota is rolling back prices on every new 4Runner. As much as $1,500 on selected models. Plus, with some newly standard features, the 4Runner SR5 has never been a better value. So see your Toyota dealer now and get your next adventure rolling.
Want a sneak peek at the hot new shows coming to NBC? Go to NBCI.com and see shows like Scrubs.
Don't look at me when we're moving somewhere.
A hilarious and totally original new comedy about young doctors. America's favorite chef stars in Emerald.
I look like the parking guy at Trader Vic's.
Inside Schwartz, a wannabe sportscaster whose fantasy life takes on a life of its own.
Illegal use of tongue. Loss of second day.
Go to NBCI.com for the hot new shows coming to NBC.
She's starting to suspect something.
Who?
Your wife.
More shameless.
Mother's in here with us, Harris. Would you like to leave a message?
Yes, Mom. Will you get out of there, please?
You're no fun.
More merciless.
Hey, kitty. You want a piece of me? How do you like that, little pussy?
Scary movie, too. This film is not yet rated. Everywhere, Wednesday, July 4th.
We test dehydration under extreme conditions. We test how the brain works when the body is fatigued. We test over and over in a real lab with real athletes with a very focused goal of improving athletic performance. It's called the Gatorade Sports Science Institute. You can look it up.
Looking for new and different? NBC's got it. Every Monday, check out Fear Factor.
Yeah!
Critics are saying it's got more thrills, more laughs, and it makes Survivor competitions look like pin the tail on the donkey.
Oh my God!
Fear Factor. NBC every Monday at 8, 7 Central.
Welcome to Net Zero. At the half, Net Zero Defenders of the Free World. Introducing Net Zero Platinum, the ultimate internet. Call 1-800-DEFENDER today.
It is halftime in Philadelphia where the Lakers lead the Sixers by 14 in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Ahmad Rashad along with Kevin and PJ. As we take a look at the first half, Philadelphia gave up a lot of easy buckets, PJ.
Yeah, they did, Ahmad. Bad enough they're not defending very well. LA's beating them on the offensive boards. They're making a lot more shots, and they have 8 offensive rebounds to Philly only 3. But the real problem, Dikembe and Allen Iverson carrying the team. No third man has stepped up. They got 20 the first 22. Doug Collins talked about it. Overall, 24 out of 37. They need help if Philly's going to get back in this.
You're seeing the real world champions. They showed up today. LA
is trying to break Philadelphia's spirit. They know that if they dominate this ball game, that they can pretty much put this series away. They're getting great bench play. They're outscoring them on the rebounds. What LA does, their offense looks so easy because of triangle and initiating it with Shaquille O'Neal.
They've also turned up it on the defensive end, too. Tonight at halftime, it is a special live performance by Columbia recording sensation Destiny's Child. The group's latest CD, Survivor, debuted at #1, and right now, here they are. Destiny's Child. We will be back in just a moment with more of the Net Zero at the half. We'll look ahead to the U.S. Open, where Tiger Woods will try to win a record 5th consecutive major.
How can we help our kids achieve? The answer is an open book.
If you open up a book, you can go anywhere in this world you want to go.
Whether it's a simple bedtime story,
The book I have is called How Do Dinosaurs Say Goodnight?
Or reading to others, they'll be captivated with every turn of the page. And with a click of a mouse, a computer becomes a portal to the world. So encourage a lifelong love of reading. Read to achieve.
Everyone loves Shrek.
Thank you very much.
Newsweek proclaims it's smart, hilarious, and delightful. People magazine calls it monstrously clever.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Us Weekly says it's hilarious and brilliant. Rolling Stone raves it's a world-class charmer. You'll be a believer too. Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, John Lithgow. Shrek. What's not to like? Good question. Rated PG. Now playing everywhere.
Louisiana, see my Louisiana, sing Polly Doodle all day. Oh, a grasshopper sitting on a railroad track, sing Polly Doodle all day. Picking his teeth with a carpet tack, sing Polly Doodle all day. Very well, very well, very well, my fairy fay. For go to Louisiana, see my Louisiana, sing Polly Doodle all day.
Now, Sprite.com makes it easier to buy just about anything you want. Under every cap is a free Sprite or Rocket Cash. Online money you can use through Sprite.com. Drink Sprite, get Rocket Cash. Buy what you want.
Coming to NBC Tuesday, they're not your average parents.
Hot double dog diggity.
They're not your average teenagers.
Birdie! Whoa, now wash my hands in there.
And it's not your average high school.
I see dead people.
Go Fish. It's new, it's different. It's Tuesday on NBC.
Welcome back to Philadelphia. One of golf's most prestigious tournaments, the U.S. Open, begins tomorrow right here on NBC. Tiger Woods will try to continue his winning streak of major championships. For a report, let's go to Dan Hicks in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Dan.
Thanks, Ahmad. Late in the day at Southern Hills on the eve of the 101st U.S. Open. The top players in the world making their final preparations before first-round play begins tomorrow. There are 156 players in this field, but this week it has seemed as if there is only one. That's because Tiger Woods has another date with history, a mind-boggling quest for an unprecedented 5th straight major.
I'm not trying to win 5. I'm trying to win 1. I guess that's the best way I can explain it. I'm out here this week just to win this week. And what I've accomplished in the past, that's great, but it doesn't hit any golf shots for me this week.
Well, through all this hype, Johnny, and this is the latest example of it, Tiger making the cover of Newsweek magazine. Through all of it, he keeps it so simple.
He does. It's really fun to watch this right now, but he is focused. In the last 4 majors that he's won, he's been 65 under par. Catch that, but it's going to be tough this week for him if he doesn't play his best golf, because this course is tough.
Well, the lead up to this championship has not been without controversy, and it's been about the par 4 18th and its severely sloped green, which prompted a statement from the USGA notifying the players that they are taking measures to slow it down. It has not been mowed the last 3 days. They have been watering it continuously, and they aren't going to mow it before play begins tomorrow morning. We begin our coverage here on NBC of this 101st championship tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Ahmad, back to you at the NBA Finals.
All right, thank you very much, Dan. Coming up next, we'll bring you the second half of Game 4. The Lakers lead the Sixers by 14. Thanks for joining us on Net Zero at the half.
This has been Net Zero at the half. Net Zero, defenders of the free world. Introducing Net Zero Platinum, the ultimate internet. Visit www.netzero.net today.
What if you could use a bunch of hidden cameras to get revenge? Or just freak people out? You could set up anything. Like have your friends arrested for espionage.
I'm not a criminal, man. I'm an idiot.
Leave some dude in a loaded tank.
That's my car!
Or teach that bad boy driver a lesson. You've never seen hidden cameras do this. Spy TV premieres next Thursday after Friends.
A Mitsubishi, a Toshiba, there's an RCA, and a Sony.
Okay, what are you doing now?
Taking an extra 10% off Americans' already low price because Americans on sale.
And that means you'll save an extra 10% off the guaranteed low market price on many of the products you want to own.
Like HD TVs, DVD players, camcorders, big screen TVs.
It's easy. Just look for the 10% off tag and take an extra 10% off.
Because Americans on sale.
My hope is that one day we will do more for the people of developing nations by answering the cry for family planning services. And one day, there will no longer be a third world. There will only be one world.
Dodge Ram has inspired considerable change in pickups, and it's been the inspiration for change among pickup owners as well. In just 4 years, more than 1 million households have switched to Dodge trucks. It seems when the owners of those other trucks get a good look at Ram, they begin to see things differently. Now get up to $2,000 cash allowance or low APR financing on Dodge Ram.
We're doing everything we can to keep you cool. Tonight at 10.
Coming to NBC Tuesday, they're not your average parents.
I want to be bad.
Hot double dog diggity.
They're not your average kids.
I'm burning! Whoa, I wash my hands in there.
And it's not your average high school.
Oh, yeah.
Henry?
Kieran Culkin, Will Friedle, and Andy Dick. Go Fish. It's new, it's different, it's coming to NBC Tuesday.
Halftime in Philadelphia, and the 76ers in a huge hole, trailing the defending NBA champion Lakers by 14 as we head to the second half.
This is you, and you're comparing a 2001 wide-track Pontiac Grand Prix with a Nissan Maxima GXE. The Grand Prix with Smart Package comes with all this cool stuff. How does the Maxima measure up? The same stuff on the Maxima GXE would cost you over $3,300 more. Wider is better. Now, the 2001 Pontiac Grand Prix is an even better value with available cash back. Grand Prix. There's only one place you can get it. Well, there you go.
Do I say may I or can I?
May I? And don't forget the please.
Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Go ahead, sweetie. It's his first time.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I help you?
Hello, sir. May I have a Happy Meal? Please.
Ronald thinks you did good.
I think I did well.
Please open the vault for me. To catch criminals this good.
You might want to catch the next one.
Sure. You need police who can get under their skin. From the producers of Aaron Brockovich.
I got him on video.
And the writer of Armageddon.
Federation!
You see Undercover, NBC Sundays this fall.
Back in Philadelphia, Marv Albert, Doug Collins, Jim Gray, Lewis Johnson working the sidelines. The Lakers with a 51-37 lead as this third quarter gets underway. The Lakers 10 of 15 from the field in the second quarter, and they have killed the Sixers off the boards to the tune of 26-15.
Well, Marv, the 76ers have missed 29 shots, only 3 offensive rebounds, 2 second chance points, and they start the game out here with the second half of the turnover. But the areas that we talked about they had to improve in, they have 4 points off turnovers, 3 fast break points, 2 second chance points, and the Lakers' second leading scorer is Ron Harper tonight with 8 points.
Larry Brown going with Roger Bell instead of Jermaine Jones to start the second half. Nice pass by Shaq. Grant rebounded by Mutombo, only his 3rd rebound of the night. And McKee in the backcourt. Mutombo up front with Hill and Bell. And Iverson is fouled by Fisher.
Well, we were talking about the double teams of the 76ers in the first half and how the rotations were slow. To give you a little idea, the Sixers doubled either Kobe or Shaq 11 times in the first half, and they got 22 points off of it. So they scored 2 points every time they were double teamed. That won't get it done. If you're going to double team, you've got to be able to have some effectiveness, and they have now got everybody involved in the game for the Lakers.
Shaquille O'Neal with 3 assists. Kobe Bryant did not look to force the issue. That hook a bit deeper than usual. Mutombo, Kobe only 3 of 6 from the field, but making good decisions. Rebounded by Iverson. Allen Iverson had 12 rebounds in the game on Sunday night. Here's Iverson. Yes.
You see, when he rebounds it, he can push the ball up the floor because he already has the ball in his hands. That creates opportunities. It's tougher for them to corral him or double team him.
51-39 Lakers trying to take a 3-1 lead in this best of 7. 76ers in a desperation scenario looking to tie the series at 2. Game 5 here in Philadelphia on Friday. Iverson for 3. But away from the ball, we get a whistle.
Well, Tyrone Hill moved on the screen as he was setting the pick for Allen Iverson. Larry Brown is upset at Tyrone Hill because he's not holding his screens. He's moving and trying to get open. If you will set the screen and create the contact, now when your man helps, you can be the one to get open. Harvey's moving so quickly that they don't have to make any decisions.
Here's Fisher from downtown. Derek Fisher with his second field goal. He now has 5 points. We were talking with Sixer coach Larry Brown about Tyrone Hill prior to Game 3, and he was upset with Tyrone at that point for the same reason, not holding his screens. And a foul again on Hill. Tyrone Hill with his 4th.
Well, you can just sense the frustration. He has so much anxiety. He wanted good things to happen. Now he's going to get a delay of game warning. So he's had 2 fouls and a delay of the game. That's just an easy call, a push in the back. What you've got to do is seek the open area. Larry Brown talked to us about that the other day. He said in the Milwaukee series, there were so many double teams, he could go to the boards. In the LA series, that's not the case. He's got to find the open area.
Larry Brown with a decision, staying with Tyrone Hill. Iverson is called for the trip, although there are not many options. Jermaine Jones, second-year player out of Georgia, did not play well in the first half. George Lynch is available, but certainly limited coming back from the broken foot.
Well, you can see Allen Iverson as he steps up to try to close out on Fisher. He accidentally trips him for the foul.
O'Neal. Beautiful turnaround by Shaq, who has 22 points. The Lakers back up by 17, matching their biggest lead of the game. Brown getting impatient. Iverson lost it. Fisher with a good play.
Mark, we're going to find out in the next 5 minutes whether or not the Sixers can get back in this game.
Roger Bell got a piece of it. No backcourt violation because Bell deflected it. Here's Kobe. Iverson only 5 for 15. Nice lead for Bell, who is tripped up.
Well, that's just what they need now. It looks like Roger Bell holding his left ankle. Gosh, with all the injuries, he's one guy who's been healthy and given them some energy off the bench. Starting here in the third period in place of Jermaine Jones, trying to give them some speed and quickness. It's a nice pass by Iverson, and let's watch as he starts to go up. Looked like Horace Grant accidentally bumped him. In many instances like that, you just roll that ankle over. Sometimes you tweak it and it hurts for a while, and then you can go about your business.
And Roger Bell has come back from a stress fracture in his left ankle and a broken right thumb. This back in his CBA and IBA days. And then was signed to that 10-day contract back in early April. Meanwhile, the Sixers continue to struggle at the foul line. They are now 14 for 21 from the line. Lakers lead by 16 points. Rick Fox handling against Aaron McKee. Matt Geiger making his way over to the scorer's table. Here's Fox getting the step. And back comes Iverson. Played well by Fisher and then draws the double. Iverson trying to split his way through, and then the pass thrown away, but Grant not able to hold on. So the 76ers will maintain possession.
When Iverson gets down to that baseline, you can see, Marv, they're building a wall against him. You got the out-of-bounds line, and they're chasing defenders and give him no outlets. That time he was very fortunate that that pass was not picked off.
It's like a technical foul has been called on Allen Iverson. Iverson had something to say to the official, Jack Neese, and is hit with the tee. Kobe Bryant will shoot it.
Well, we saw Derek Fisher talking about playing against Allen Iverson. You know, Fisher's one of the best in the league, as we see Kobe miss the free throw, at drawing the offensive foul. But he said it's very difficult because it's tough to play the angles and the speed on Iverson. But look how they wall him in. Look at this right here. Look at this. The three defensive guys, and here's the out-of-bounds line. There's absolutely no place for him to go. Gets hung in the air. Horace Grant steps out of bounds. So you can see the game plan. Get him on that baseline and smother him.
That's the third technical foul of the series called on Iverson. Eric Snow is back. He and Iverson in the backcourt off the double team. The foul called on Rick Fox. That's 3 on Rick.
When you have guys out on the floor struggling, it gives the Lakers carte blanche to be able to run and trap Iverson. That's why they so desperately need that 4-man or 3-man. Somebody to step up and make a shot. They're just leaving the man and going to trap Iverson.
Here's McKee, who usually has been that third scorer. Matumbo. O'Neal looking for the steal on the overplay, and Matumbo was able to score. He has 13, and the Lakers now lead 56-42. Lakers got it going with an 11-0 run in the first quarter. They had a 17-point lead at one point in the second quarter. Shaq. Touched by the Sixers.
Sort of a microcosm of the entire game. Looked like the Sixers had 3 guys around the ball and could not corral it. Shaq was able to pick it up, and then they knocked it out of bounds. So once again, it'll be the Lakers' possession with a new shot clock.
O'Neal on the follow, and a foul. The Sixers are not able to do anything here tonight against Shaquille O'Neal. Geiger on the foul is third, and Shaq will go back to the line.
He's just quicker to the ball. Now remember, all of the series that the 76ers have played in. Marv, they had a tough 7-game series against Toronto, then Milwaukee. They flew cross country, started the series, finished the game on Friday night, and all-night flight to get back here on Saturday. They played on Sunday, and that starts to take its toll. This is where rest always helps versus rust.
Well, Shaq now has the touchdown, 8 for 14 at the line. This is a Laker team that won 19 in a row, lost the opener of this series in overtime. That stopped the streak as they try to run the table in the postseason. Iverson way off. Matumbo. The Kevin Matumbo. And the Lakers now lead it by 14 points. But overall, the Lakers have won 21 of their last 22 in an amazing turnaround following the All-Star break.
Phil, all season long, was looking for some momentum. Did not get it until they won the last 8 games of the regular season and came roaring into the playoffs. As now Fisher starting to get it the touch. But remember last year, Marv, they had stretches where they won like 16, 19, 11. They had like 3 stretches where they won 47 total games in a row. Nothing like that this year until they finished up with 8 in a row.
Matt Geiger with his second field goal. Lakers 60 and the 76ers 46. Lakers went 56 and 26 during the regular season, second seed in the West, and a foul is called. It's on Snow. Los Angeles ended up 2 games behind San Antonio. They finished the regular season winning 8 straight, took the Pacific Division by 1 game over Sacramento. And no one even talks about the difficulties that took place, the tension between Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal that obviously has been ironed out since the problems of the first half of the season.
I felt all along when it got down to the end of the year, and these 2 guys both had a chance to sit out with injuries and watch the team play, that they would put winning above everything else, and they have done that. Their defense has been picked up. Their unselfish play, both of them in both areas of the floor, has picked up, and it's fed right into their teammates.
Iverson. Allen Iverson now 5 for 17.
Not a night when he needed one of those tough shooting nights. We talked in our open Marv in game 1. He 18 of 41, shot above 40%, had the big 48-point game. Since then, he's been under 40%, and it really forced him to work hard.
Here's Bryant, and draws the foul. He was fouled by Snow. Kobe has not been able to get going to this point. 3 of 8 from the field, 7 points, but showing his all-around talents, 8 rebounds and 9 assists. And has, as we mentioned earlier, not forced the issue because Shaquille O'Neal has been so thoroughly dominating. Well, tomorrow at 3 Eastern, NBC will present first-round coverage of golf's greatest championship, the 101st U.S. Open. You'll see world #1 Tiger Woods as he begins his quest for a 5th consecutive major. As David Duval, Fred Couples, and he goes, and more. And then Friday night at 8 Eastern, a special for golf fans. Matt Lauer will chronicle Tiger's amazing rise to stardom on Headliners and Legends. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 17-point Laker lead. Snow. Geiger trying to keep it alive, and last touch by the Lakers.
As I look out at Aaron McKee, you can see he's working so hard. He is struggling to get any kind of energy at all.
One second. West throws it up. He makes it.
The island was abandoned. The experiment was terminated. They thought nothing had survived. They were wrong.
Oh my God.
Wait, he's coming back! Jurassic Park 3. Rated PG-13. At theaters Wednesday, July 18th.
Introducing new Armor All Protectant Wipes. Armor All Shine and Protection, now in a wipe.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I know what I'm doing. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Watch my import. I'm going in. Go get a wildcat.
What are you doing?
This is you, and you're comparing a 2001 Pontiac Grand Am with a Honda Accord. The Grand Am SE with the solid value package comes with all this cool stuff. The Accord? Well, to get the same stuff, you have to pay over $2,500 more. Grand Am does give you more thrills for your dollar. It's sporty, it's exciting, and now get cash back or low 0.9 APR financing on Grand Am. See dealer for residency and other restrictions. Grand Am, this is where you get it. Well, there you go.
Leon? Why are the lights off? Because tonight at IBM.com, I'm proving how cool the ThinkPad X series is. Check this out. It's got this little keyboard light, so when you're on the night flight to Kuala Lumpur, you can work in the dark. It's only about 3 pounds, little more than an inch thick, Intel Pentium 3 processor. It proves once again IBM.com is the place to get cool stuff.
I'm gonna turn the lights on so I can see the whole thing. What's with the jammies?
Do you think these make me look fat?
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by the Wide Track Grand Prix by Pontiac. Wider is better. By Budweiser. With a crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find at no other beer. This Bud's for you. By NikeBasketball.com. And by McDonald's. We love to see you smile.
Beautiful 85-degree day here in the city of brotherly love. And over the past 75 years, millions of people have watched the Goodyear blimps hovering over special events. The Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company has dispatched the Spirit of Goodyear to Philadelphia to carry on that proud tradition. Allen Iverson just 5 for 17 from the field.
Well, when you take a look at how hard they're making him work, they're running him into double teams. He's coming off screens. They're running a shot blocker over. They're contesting every one of his shots. Goes baseline watch. They'll get a hand in his face. Try to keep him off that free throw line, and anytime he penetrates, you see 1-2 guys getting hands in his face to contest every shot. And when you go back through this series, you're going to see tonight 5 of 17. But Marv, in the first half of game 1, he was 11 for 24. Since that point in time, he's 34 for 93. They really have locked into him and forced him to take tough shots.
He is on pace to break the NBA Finals record for most field goal attempts in a series. Matumbo. In a 5-game series, Jerry West will make 139 shots. And Iverson right now with 117, including the 17 this evening. 63-48. Los Angeles on top with 5:20 left in the third quarter. Rick Fox for 3. Dikembe Mutombo on the rebound.
You got to give Dikembe a lot of credit, Marv. He is playing his heart out tonight.
Oh, Kobe Bryant with the rejection.
Dikembe has been terrific. He just has not had much help. Iverson is cold, and nobody else. Aaron McKee, nobody can find a way to get the ball in the basket.
Getting good position. And again, Mutombo on the rebound. Iverson. Hesitation move by Iverson. Look out. Shaquille O'Neal and Matt Geiger getting involved. And the foul on Geiger, his 4th.
Well, once again, Iverson gets around Fisher, but watch right here at the last minute. Watch Horace Grant come over, force him to double clutch that shot and take a much more difficult shot. Geiger over the back for the loose ball foul. But Marv, every shot that Iverson's taking, either a big guy, somebody's running at him. Sometimes he has 2 guys getting a hand in his face. He is not getting anything easy all night long.
Sixers just 17 of 47 from the field, 36%. The Laker defensive effort has been just outstanding.
Well, normally, if the Sixers miss that many shots, they'd have a lot of offensive rebounds. That has not been the case. The Lakers have done a terrific job on the defensive board, so they've forced them into tough shots. They have only 4 offensive rebounds.
Roger Bell apparently all right. Back on the floor, replacing Aaron McKee. Jack now 8 for 16 at the line. Snow cut off by Fox, doing a nice job at allowing the dribble penetration.
Marvin, almost like the Lakers are playing 6-on-5 right now.
get the idea the Sixers are circling, not able to get to the rim. And a foul. Fox pushed by Bell.
But it's like the Lakers have an extra guy out there. It looks like you see Larry Brown going, how can we get a basket here? We're trying to penetrate. There's no place to go. We run screen roll. Here comes Kobe on the floor on the fast break. I mean, Rick Fox almost makes a tremendous shot here, but he will go to the line to shoot too. But you got to credit the Laker defense. So much is talked about Kobe and Shaq and the offense, but this stretch they have played in the playoffs has been done with tremendous defense. They won the championship last year with defense and rebounding, and if they win it again this year in the playoffs, that's why they'll get it done.
Fox at the line for the first time. Ron Harper, a nice job in the second quarter, firing from all angles.
He had 8 points.
One less shot than Kobe in the first half.
If we would have said that, we'd have thought the Lakers would have been down by about 20 points if he had the same amount of shots as Kobe.
So the Lakers have a 17-point lead, again matching their biggest of the night. Iverson.
One and done.
It has been it's developing into a horror show here for Allen Iverson. He's 5 for 18 from the field on a night where the Sixers have needed a special performance. That will count, and the foul. They needed a big performance from Allen Iverson, and they have not been able to get it.
Well, what the Sixers have to do now, as we see once again Kobe Bryant getting to the basket, just a great finish, the concentration to get the three-point play opportunity. But Marv, what you have to do right now if you're the Sixers, you have to find something that's going to work that maybe will help you in Game 5. Their whole thought process now is we got to find something that we can hang our hat on, especially to find some offense.
That's 12 points for Kobe, who was 1 rebound and 1 assist away from a triple-double, which is not common in the NBA Finals. Fisher off the steal. Iverson trying to draw the foul. And Kobe Bryant with the finish. The Lakers now lead 70-48. The Lakers have not played like this since games 3 and 4 against the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Final Series.
Well, they had 10 days off, and they got a little bit rusty. And they lose Game 1. The Sixers got their attention. Since then, it's been their defense. It's been big plays in the fourth period. But all that rest now has turned into a lot of energy. And this guy with the powerful finish, the Lakers are up 22. And look at their bench and say, we're getting closer to that championship. We want to repeat.
What the heck is going on down here? Am I in the right place? I thought it would be hotter.
How is this possible?
Wow, Jim Young actually bought a round?
Jim!
Thought you'd never see the day? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
On July 18th,
We have a landing strip up ahead. You want me to put it down?
new island,
Dr. Graham, you should come look at this.
new species,
What was that? It's a Tyrannosaurus. It sounds bigger.
new danger.
It's a bird cage.
For what?
Jurassic Park 3. Rated PG-13. At theaters Wednesday, July 18th.
$1 billion. That's how much Oracle saved in 1 year using its own e-business software. How much will you save? Oracle. Software powers the internet.
Other airline credit cards give you 1 mile for every dollar you spend. But only the Delta Sky Miles credit card from American Express gives you that. Plus, you'll always get double miles at supermarkets, drugstores, and on Delta tickets. On top of 5,000 bonus miles just for getting the card. Watch how quickly all those extra miles add up to your free vacation travel. We can't say the Delta Sky Miles credit card is twice as good as other airline credit cards, but you might. Call 1-800-SKY-MILES to apply now.
Engineer Chuck Bazzina believes a truck should know the difference between a 2-year-old kid and a half-ton of pig iron. For the GMC Sierra, his team developed a system that comprehends weight and balances braking, designed to give the driver unsurpassed control. From professional-grade people come professional-grade trucks. Now get $500 customer cash on 2001 Sierra half-ton extended cabs.
NASCAR is moving to NBC and TNT this July.
Lewis Johnson back in Philadelphia, Game 4 of the NBA Finals. I'm joined by 1999 Winston Cup champion Dale Jarrett, who may be considered the Allen Iverson of auto racing as you try and catch Jeff Gordon this year for the championship. But you're doing it with torn ribs, muscles in the ribs there. Is there a fair comparison with playing the game hurt and driving 200 miles an hour hurt?
Well, I think there's a little bit of comparison. The Sixers have done a great job this year, and we are kind of like my race teams, like the 76ers here. We're chasing the Lakers, who is Jeff Gordon and his team right now. They're hot. Hopefully by the time NBC takes over in just a few weeks, with our NASCAR schedule, we'll be back on top. He passed us last week, but we're excited about getting back to racing. We're racing Pocono this week, then we'll get to Daytona on July the 7th. Got a great race for the fans to watch on NBC.
All right, Dale, good seeing you. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you on NBC.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right, Marv, back to you.
All right, Lewis, Eric Snow able to hit the jumper down as a walking promotional announcement. And NASCAR will be coming to NBC and TNT with 20 straight weeks of racing starting July the 7th. Off the steal, here's Snow. Blowing the layup, but Iverson is right there. We have seen very few spurts by the Sixers. 4 unanswered. And that's a big deal the way things have been going here for Philadelphia.
Well, Phil Jackson's going to immediately go to Robert Horry, not happy with a couple turnovers, but when you got Shaq, you can go right into the post and you can quiet the crowd. Once again, as it just seems like the Sixers just have not been able to find any answers for any kind of defense, either against Shaq, the double teams, or anything.
Lakers up by 20 points with 2:20 remaining in the third. As Tyrone Hill has just checked back in. It counts and the foul. Tyrone Hill, who has had a very difficult time in this series, will head to the line.
Well, the Sixers coming out of the timeout, trying to get something going. Eric Snow hits the jump shot, then he comes up with a big steal. Looks like he loses his balance here at the end, can't finish, but you never give up on a play. Maybe that'll get Iverson going. That's the easiest basket he's had. And then Tyrone Hill, I think the best thing about that play is you go in there, you see Shaq. There's no time to think. You just got to try to make an instinctive play, and he needs more of those.
That was his first field goal. Completes a three-point play as he was hit by Horace Grant. So 72-55, 17-point edge by the Lakers. Robert Horry is back on the floor. So Fox with Horry and O'Neal up front. Fisher and Bryant at the guards. Here's the drop step. Oh, beautiful move. Shaq once again going to the finesse.
What a shot. I mean, the big guy's got the whole package right now. He's dunking, running the floor, little slip shots.
28 and 13 for Shaquille. Aaron McKee for 3. Hill with the rebound. They have the new clock going. Mutombo setting the screen, but Shaq switches off. Here's Hill dishing for Mutombo. Fox hit the floor, but he's all right. A minute and 15 left in this third quarter. The Lakers lead 74-57.
See, Robert Horry's in the game now. He brings the ball up against Hill, so there really is no pressure defense. That's why Phil went back to him.
O'Neal with a power move on Mutombo.
Footwork, jump shots, power. When he plays like this, he always looks over to us like, what are you guys saying about me right now anyway?
I feel like, it's like watching a child in day camp looking for appreciation.
Little affirmation.
Yes. Iverson with the shot clock running down, forces a 3. And Robert Horry ends up with the basketball.
You see Horry once again bringing the ball up against Tyrone Hill. That's what Phil loves him in the game for, to handle that kind of pressure, plus he also makes big shots.
And we've seen that throughout the career of Morey, first as a member of 2 championship teams with the Houston Rockets. Bryant on the crossover is fouled with 14 and 5/10 seconds left in the third. Eric Snow collecting his 4th.
Little floater, Shaq squirts it up there, little knuckleball that goes in, and then he said, I'll go to the power package this time. And, you know, Dikembe fighting him every step of the way. I mean, you got to give Dikembe credit. There's no double team here, and Shaq is so powerful. And the big guy's hitting a jumper, and he's getting to the post, and he's getting dunks and layups. You know, he's an unstoppable player.
Well, following the game on most of these NBC stations, your local news, and then the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And for those of you who would like to continue with the NBA Finals, we'll have a post-game special on CNBC right after our telecast. The entire cast will recount the game, highlights. We'll check in on the live press conferences, talk to the Lakers and the Sixers as we take a look back at tonight's game. Final seconds of the third. Mark Matson, who just came on with the block. What a play by Matson, the rookie from Stanford. The ball was last touched by the Lakers, so the Sixers with 3 9/10 seconds remaining in this third put it in play. Eric Snow for Tyrone Hill, and Hill is able to hit. 1 second left. Matson gets it off. They love Mark Matson in Los Angeles because of his hustle. So Matson steps onto the court, comes up with a block shot, then a good hustle effort. We played 3. The Lakers up by 18. We'll be back after this from your local station.
Engineer Chuck Bazzina believes a truck should know the difference between a 2-year-old kid and a half-ton of pig iron. For the GMC Sierra, his team developed a system that comprehends weight and balances braking, designed to give the driver unsurpassed control. From professional-grade people come professional-grade trucks. Now get $500 customer cash on 2001 Sierra half-ton extended cabs.
The Lakers are champions again. Kareem with a big pressure shot.
Sensational play. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Julius Erving. You can't believe that one, can you?
Jay's All New with Lucy Lawless and Coach George Karl. NBC tonight.
Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad.
With 16 different new that's bad to the bone. Take a look at your Toyota dealer now.
31, 31, 39, 30, about 32.
I love to talk. It's as simple as that.
Now 42 and a half, 40,000, 42 and a half.
For me, it's a way of life.
I'm in 40,000 bid now. 1, yes, he said 1, 2, 31, 2. So, away.
Like to talk? Well, Suncom's made it even simpler with plans that include unlimited night and weekend minutes at prices that'll have everyone talking.
So how'd you do on your report card, son?
Well, Dad, I got A and a B and a B and a C and an A and a B and a B and a
Simply yours.
We're doing everything we can to keep you cool tonight at 10.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience. And any retransmission, reproduction, rebroadcast, or other dissemination or use of this telecast, or of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited.
The Lakers have held these Sixers to 59 points on 35% shooting, and how have they done it? Look at this. Wherever they go, it's like 2 defenders on the ball. As Eric Snow penetrates, and you're going to see once again, as Bell comes off, 2 guys once again waiting there to trap the basketball, suffocating defense. That's what has got the Lakers this big lead. And watch now, Horace Grant switches off on a smaller player and blocks the shot. Marv, that sequence I talked about, it seemed like the Lakers almost had 6 players out there on defense as the Sixers have just not been able to find any cracks at all in that defense. And if they do, you got Kobe or Shaq waiting back there on at the back end of the defense either for a steal or a block shot.
Fourth quarter is underway. The Lakers shooting 51% from the field. Here's Kobe Bryant. Dikembe Mutombo on the box out. Larry Brown is George Lynch. Back on the floor with Mutombo and Bell up front. Snow and Iverson at the guards. Here's Snow with a nice move. Able to penetrate. 77-61. Lakers. Phil Jackson upset and takes the early fourth quarter timeout.
Well, he does not want to allow this 76er crowd and team to get back into the game with energy plays. Where they force a tough shot, they get a layup. Eric Snow does a nice job here on the switch against Robert Horry. Lays the ball in the basket. They're within 16, and we've seen them come back from bigger deficits than this.
The 240 horsepower Nissan Pathfinder.
Finally, Gatorade brings you energy in a bar. The Gatorade Energy Bar. Energy to burn. What burns inside you?
I'll have a fresh salad, please.
Fresh salad. Some places make salads that just sit around. Not Wendy's. Our 99-cent side salad and Caesar side salad are made fresh all day, every day.
Put it back.
Welcome to the summer of 99 cents.
A mystery buried in time
You ever heard of the Clock of Ages?
will unlock the door to the future.
You can build, destroy, move back and forth through time.
This summer, the fate of mankind will rest in the hands of one.
Don't stop.
This Friday, the biggest adventure of the summer begins. Angelina Jolie is Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, rated PG-13. This Friday in theaters everywhere.
Calling a few pals? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Hey guys, hanging out? I'll hang out.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Nissan, driven by Miller Lite. Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time. By Jurassic Park 3. This summer, it's not just a walk in the park. In theaters everywhere, July 18th. And by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. It's in the NBA. Is it in you?
We are coming up on 11:30 here in the Eastern Time Zone as we welcome you back to Philadelphia. Whenever the Goodyear Blimp has its camera focused on an event, you know you're going to get a unique view overhead this evening. The Blimp Spirit of Goodyear, based near Akron, Ohio, home of the world headquarters for the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. Marv Albert with Doug Collins from First Union Center. Phil Jackson taking a timeout. 25 seconds into the fourth quarter. The Lakers have a 16-point lead. Lakers have led by as many as 22. Here's Horry, seemingly losing control and then able to keep it alive. Horry tries to set the pick. Lynch switching off on Bryant. Fox for three. Back come the 76ers. Fisher all over Iverson. Iverson challenging Horry. Yes! And it got it. That could be a very big bucket.
Here they come again. You know they're not going to go away. And Phil Jackson knows that too. He's coming back in with Shaq. But Iverson, just a little step is all he needs. He feels the bump. And then when he hears the whistle, that's when you really have to concentrate and get greedy and think about, I need a three-point play here. Now he has that opportunity. But Shaq once again getting ready to come right back into the game. Phil Jackson does not want this lead to slip away. It's down to 14.
Aaron McKee is back for Roger Bell. Let's check in with Lewis Johnson.
Well, Marv, Philadelphia just trying to find a way to get back in this game. During the last timeout, right at the end of the timeout, Eric Snow looked at everybody and said, hey, we're just down 16 points. But then Larry Brown came back and said, forget the score. Do the best you can and simply play hard, and we'll find a way to get back. Marv?
Well, it's a 14-point lead right now. Minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Fisher for three. And Shaq on the rebound. Lynch got a piece of it. Snow for McKee for Iverson. And last touch by the Lakers. Well, George Lynch seeing his first action since back on May the 13th. He's been out with that broken bone on his left foot, has made some contributions. We saw that just a moment ago.
Well, they want him out there to, deflect some passes, get some rebounds, get the passing lanes. Iverson trying to get hot here as he knocks in the jumper. Remember, Phil Jackson told us after game one, Mark, he said the Sixers don't play the score, they play the clock, and there's still 10 minutes to go.
An 8-0 run for the 76ers. O'Neal. Here comes Philadelphia. Aaron McKee, only 1 of 7 from the field, puts it back in the hands of Allen Iverson. Iverson on the penetration. Iverson again, turning it from what has been a nightmare. Allen Iverson catching fire, as have the Sixers. They are within 10 with 9.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. Foul is called on Lynch.
When you play against a team like Philadelphia and you're coaching, you keep telling guys, we can't let up. We can't let them have any spurts. And you start the fourth period, you come out a little nonchalant, and they make you pay immediately for it. Iverson getting hot at the right time. Mark, we know this guy's capable. Remember against Milwaukee now, in Game 6, they were down 33 points. He had a 26-point fourth quarter and almost helped his team pull out the win.
Iverson's hit his last 3 shots. Teron Lowe for 3. Iverson on the loose ball. Iverson stutter steps. Iverson squeezes it to Hill. Tyrone Hill brings the Sixers within 8.
And Phil will not call timeout. He's going to say, you know what, guys, get through it. This is what Phil likes to do. Do you have the poise to play through this?
Bryant's pass deflected short. Here comes McKee. McKee is fouled. And this crowd is in a frenzy.
Mark, where did this energy come from? It looked like they were absolutely dead in the water. Iverson with a sensational pass, and Tyrone Hill coming alive just at the right time. Their defense is getting stops. They're running. Aaron McKee's finding a second wind. He gets to the basket, and Allen Iverson, look at him, and says, guys, we're right there. We're right there now. They played uphill the entire night. And this is in the fourth period, Marv. We talked about in the open. Will they have the legs now to finish? Have they expended all this kind of energy to try to get back into this game? Can they make critical free throws? Can they make shots?
The 76ers only 15 of 24 from the line. Kobe Bryant sits down. Lakers have missed their last 6 shots. Philadelphia with a 21-7 run after trailing 70-48. It's a 7-point game.
They scored 11 points in a little over 3 minutes. They had 59 at the end of 3.
Shaq gets position. O'Neal. So Shaq goes back to the power move.
They have to take fouls there, whether it be McKee. You can't slap at him. You've got to grab him around with both arms and take that dunk away. Marvin, make him make some free throws. He has not shot his free throws well tonight.
32 points for Shaquille O'Neal. Iverson. Hill with the rebound, but pushed by Hopper, who has just made his return.
Now watch where Shaq gets it. At this point in time, you got to grab him. You can't reach in there. You can't tap around with him. You got to grab him, take the foul, and make him make some free throws. Make it become a free throw shooting contest here.
Third team foul committed by the Lakers. Philadelphia with just 1. Well, Tyrone Hill had a notion. Aaron McKee for 3. And Teron Lowe is out of it. Aaron McKee just 1 of 8 from the field. played by Hill on a switch. Where's the mismatch? Oh, Iverson from the blind side nearly stripped Shaq. Shaw for three. And Brian Shaw once again comes up with a clutch field goal from downtown.
How fragile it all is. If McKee's shots goes, it's a 6-point game. It doesn't, Shaw does, and it's back to 12.
82-70 Lakers. Iverson. And a loose ball foul, says Hugh Evans. Foul on Hill, that's number 5.
Now here's Brian Shaw right here, and he's going to go to that 3-point line. And you see these Sixers double, triple teaming him, and he just steps out and makes the big 3. So again, that 6-point swing there. Instead of 6, it's back to 12.
7:25 remaining on the 4th. Lakers now 6 for 13 from 3-point land. Lou tees it up for 3. Make it 7-14 from downtown. Tyronn Lue has been one of the standouts for the Lakers coming off the bench in this series. He's done as good as you could hope for on the defensive end against Allen Iverson, and he's hitting his shots.
Well, Tyronn Lue has stepped up, hit a couple big threes, but again, order once again restored for the Lakers. The Sixers playing uphill. They got right back into it, but 2 big threes, and now they trail by 15.
Now, I know you're engaged, but in our house, it's our rules. Good night.
Well, good night, sir.
Good night, Daddy.
All imported hops give Michelob Light a smooth, satisfying taste you won't find in an ordinary beer.
Scoot over. Here.
Such a nice boy.
Beer or Michelob Light?
The island was abandoned. The experiment was terminated. They thought nothing had survived. They were wrong.
Oh, my God.
Wait, he's coming back! Jurassic Park 3. Rated PG-13. At theaters Wednesday, July 18th.
The 240 horsepower Nissan Pathfinder.
And so the detective said the butler didn't do it. It was my book. Let's go, Rick. Where's that page? I gotta finish my book. Hello, sir. Can you please tell me how your book ends? No! Now I'll never know. Brick! Oh, Brick, look what I've got. Good dog.
You're gonna be crammed into this thing that is shaped like a bullet, and you're gonna fly down this twisting tunnel of ice. You're gonna be bruised, frostbitten, and if you flip over, your head is gonna get skinned right down to the skull. What do you say?
The Winter Olympics from Salt Lake City on the networks of NBC.
During the timeout, Laker assistant coach Jim Clemens hit with a technical foul. Had a bit too much to say to one of the officials. Jim Clemens, who took over from Phil Jackson back in Game 2 of the San Antonio series when Phil was ejected and the Lakers went on to beat the Spurs.
Well, he was happy they got the win that night, but I remember reading at his press conference, he said, Phil, don't do that again. Don't leave me there against San Antonio, in San Antonio like that. But that was maybe the win that really vaulted them to where they are right now. They took that 2-0 lead, and they really have not looked back.
Iverson, Hopper off the rebound. The free throw by Iverson, stopping an 8-0 run by the Lakers. The 76ers had cut into that 22-point lead. They had it down to 7. Right now, the Lakers up by 14 with just under 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Hopper. And Ory for three. Robert Horry, who had that enormous three-pointer from the corner that sealed it here on Sunday night. That was almost the same spot. Able to hit, and it's an 88-71 Laker lead, and they're doing major damage to the Sixers from three-point land. McKee.
Well, if you look at it, Marv, it's a 17-point game, and the Lakers are plus 24 at the three-point line. 8 threes to 0 for the 76ers.
Aaron McKee is now 1 for 9 from the field. Shot clock at 5. Last touch by McKee. Nope. Last touch by Lou, and the ball will go back to Philadelphia.
I really feel for Aaron McKee. I had a chance to coach him in Detroit. He went to high school here in Philadelphia, went to college at Temple, lived this moment to be in the finals, and he is just out of gas right now with all the injuries. It's a shame here because you know how badly Marv, he wants to play well here at home.
76ers say he has been exhausted. He took a blood test this past Monday to see if he needed additional electrolytes to combat a fatigue problem. The blood work was fine. McKee playing with a sore shoulder, fractured right ankle, sprained right thumb. Said he'd be ready, but he's not on his game. He was so effective the earlier rounds in the playoffs, but has not been able to do it at the offensive end.
Well, not only that, but you're asking him to guard Kobe Bryant and spend that kind of energy also. So he's spinning it on both ends of the floor. When you ask him to try to score, it's just not there for him.
And the foul is called on Mutombo. Philadelphia with their 13th foul for Dikembe. That is his third. Roger Bell makes his return. Rodney Buford is on the floor for the first time. Aaron McKee will sit down. So the 76ers with a small lineup going with 4 guards and Dikembe Mutombo.
Well, it's interesting. Kobe Bryant sat down when the Sixers were on this little run. I think Phil was upset at him. He had taken a couple tough shots, looking to maybe be a little bit more offensive-minded without Shaq in there, but he's rested and coming back in now. Let's see how he closes the game out.
Here's O'Neal. Buford with the rebound. Shaq is 1 rebound and 1 assist away from the first triple-double in the finals since back in '93. Nice move by Iverson, who's come on late after having his troubles for 3 quarters. And the foul is called. And that's number 4 on Mutombo. Did I say Shaq was a rebound and assist away from triple-double? Kobe Bryant with 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and 15 points is closing in on a triple-double. Scottie Pippen and Charles Barkley both had triple-doubles back in the '93 Chicago Phoenix final. 25 triple-doubles by 13 different players in the history of the finals, and Bryant's shaken up as he draws the foul. That's 5 on Mutombo.
Well, Kobe went in there and he was trying to float one over Mutombo. Mutombo tried to block it, and his momentum just took him right through Kobe's body. Dikembe said, you know, you're going to come in here, you're going to pay a little bit for that. Watch this now as he goes inside. Rich Mutombo comes over, and he punches him right there at the finish of that shot. Right there as he comes down on top of him. Remember now, Kobe had those sore ribs, you know, early in the season that he struggled with, or I guess late in the season, I should say.
Kobe just 5 for 9 at the line. Usually a excellent foul shooter. There's McKee checking back in. Remaining in this fourth quarter. The Lakers 89 and the Sixers 75. Lakers looking to go up 3 games to 1. Game 5 here at First Union Center on Friday night, and here on NBC. Iverson, Fisher able to hang in. Iverson now gets the step to set it up. Mutombo is fouled.
This Allen Iverson, I'm marveling at him, Marv. Just his energy. I mean, he gets knocked around. He's been struggling the entire game. He just keeps coming at you. Just keeps coming at you. Got the ball in the lane, found Dikembe Mutombo. So he really, I mean, he's going to play this out to the finish. You can see that he's going to leave everything on the floor tonight.
Mutombo, 1 for 1 from the line. And reminder, Friday night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific for the NBA Finals game number 5. Right here on NBC. Friday night at 9 in the East, 6 on the West Coast. Horry with the good play to block out Snow. Bryant able to come away with that loose ball. Under 4 remaining in the fourth quarter. Ron Harper getting lots of playing time tonight. Shaq, 34 points for Shaquille O'Neal, along with 14 rebounds and 4 assists. Another magnificent game for Shaquille. Eric Snow able to put it down. Lakers now lead 91-77.
Shaq set the tone in the first period, though. Marv, he got easy baskets. He got to the lane, inside the lane, had dunks, and he's never looked back the entire evening.
Horry this time from straight away from downtown.
Well, if you don't double Shaq, he has 34. If you do, they're pairing you with their three-point shooting. Marv, this is an amazing run that this Lakers team is putting on right now.
And the Sixers able to answer with the 3. Meanwhile, the Lakers 9 for 17 from downtown.
And the 76ers finally get their first three-point field goal, so 9-1 from that three-point line. By my math, plus 24 in a 14-point game.
Bombing violation called by Jack Neese.
Kobe can't believe this. This little Shaq diesel power as he spins inside, gets the easy shot off the glass. Lakers in control by 14.
We found it. We're closing in on the life form.
An ancient truth.
Dr. Ross has opened the door for us.
An eternal mystery.
I don't see how any living thing could survive out here.
An experience unlike any you've ever seen.
Oh my God.
This summer.
What is that?
Look out!
Discover the ultimate power of Final Fantasy. The Spirits Within. Rated PG-13.
Opens everywhere July 11th.
Ice cold, hard lemon. Dark Otis, a different shade of yellow.
Hey, Dad, what's that?
That's a pink flamingo.
What's that?
Bullfrog.
What's that?
That, son, is a Chevy Monte Carlo.
If you want to see 700 horses under a hood, spend a day by the lake on the famous Daytona infield, but bring your Visa card, because you won't get in with American Express.
Isn't nature great?
Visa, it's everywhere.
Who ruled last year? Who ruled this year? Wimbledon rules.
The U.S. Open begins Thursday at 3 Eastern, featuring Woods, Duval, Couples, Elms, Price, and more. The U.S. Open on NBC.
Led by Robert Horry, the Lakers going at a blistering pace from three-point land in the fourth quarter. 11 of 21 in the series, 4 of 8 tonight. And Doug Horry has hit his last 6 three-point attempts. Iverson will head to the line. In the series, 7 for 10 from downtown by Robert Horry.
You know, the amazing thing, when the Lakers were going to play San Antonio, the first 2 rounds they shot 27% from the three-point line. And remember, in the San Antonio series, it was Derek Fisher. He hit 15 of 20. And when you look at that three-point shooting, remember now, the Sixers had cut it to 3 in game 2. 2 minutes to go, Fisher hits the big 3 to push it to 6. And then in game 3, a one-point game, the ball swings to Ori. He hits a big 3 to make it 4. So not only have they shot the ball well, but well at the right time.
Iverson with 33 points, but he's had the one spurt and too late. With the Lakers now up by 12. Ori under pressure. Ali looking for the steal. Lakers now just looking to take as much time as possible. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's Kobe Bryant. Yes.
He's had a quiet game tonight when you look at it points-wise, but you know what? He was in such control. Shaq had it going early. He had 8 assists in the first half. Only took 6 shots early in the game because his teammates were in a great flow. That's the patience that Phil talked about us and how proud he was of Kobe, especially coming back to Philadelphia where he went to high school.
Iverson now has 35. Kobe Bryant, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. So 1 assist away from a triple-double, which would be the first since '93. He's fouled by Jermaine Jones. All right, during the timeout just a moment ago, here's Larry Brown talking to his team.
Just keep playing. Couldn't be prouder of the way we're playing, all right? Shit, the effort's phenomenal. Most teams would have gone home a long time ago. Let's, hey, keep going. Keep going. Get something out of these last few minutes.
Well, Larry Brown trying to tell his club to hang in, obviously looking ahead to game number 5 here on Friday night. Lakers now lead by 13. A minute and a half remaining in this fourth quarter. Todd McCullough lost it.
It'll be interesting on Friday night, game 5. Now, Marv, remember last year they were up 3-1 on Indiana at game 5 in Indiana, and the Lakers really didn't show up. You got to give the Pacers a lot of credit. I think they beat them by about 35 points. Will this team be more mature and want to finish this game here or finish this championship in Philadelphia? They'll make a mistake if they play it that they've got 2 games at home. You better play it to try to finish it. Remember, Indiana almost won game 6 in L.A. last year.
Here's Rodney Buford. And the Lakers are on their way to making it 22 wins in their last 23 games. A remarkable streak. In particular, when you consider where they came from during the first half of the season. Fisher for 3.
Come on now.
Derek Fisher with 10 points. And that is his second from downtown. So the 76ers continue their red-hot shooting from the three-point area. 10 out of 19 from beyond the three-point line. Buford with 18 seconds remaining. Lakers 100 and the Sixers 86. So the Los Angeles Lakers with a commanding 3-1 lead over the Philadelphia 76ers, who are hearing cheers from the crowd. It's a tough crowd here in Philadelphia, but they have appreciated this hustling 76er ball club.
Well, and well they should. This team has given them their heart and soul. We've seen them climb back in every series, being from behind, finding ways to win, winning in critical Game 7. And right now, Marv, they're just overmatched against this Lakers team that's playing terrific basketball. Shaq is on top of his game, and they're getting unbelievable play from the rest of their team.
Shaq with 34, Kobe with 19, Iverson finished with 35. Let's check in with Jim Gray. Jim?
All right, thank you very much. Kobe Bryant, you were just 1 assist away from a triple-double. But the Sixers made a heck of a run again. You said at halftime you can't go for the jugular. Why not with this group?
Well, they keep on fighting, and they score in bunches. So, it's important for us that you remain poised when they make their run and continue to do what we do.
it seemed as though the offense was in sync tonight, but can you talk about the great disparity in threes, you guys? I think you made 9 more than the 76ers did.
No, I love you. Well, what we did was you just...
Say that again?
I love you, Kobe. Well, all we did was we just threw the ball in the shack and let them double team, and, you know, when they collapsed their defense, we just kick it out to our shooters, and everybody was making shots.
No team has ever come back, Shaq, from a 3-1 deficit. Is this series over?
For us, you know, we're just focusing on one more win. You know, we've been in this situation last year. We had a lot of scary moments. This year, we wanted to just come and take care of business all the time. We let one game slip away, so for us, it's just focusing on getting one and win, and we're going to try to do that on Friday.
Have you learned a lesson from what happened last year in Indiana? You had a great game, and then you guys came out and lost by 30 points on the next attempt.
I don't think we learned a lesson. I think it was a learning experience for us, and you know, for us, it's just one more win.
You love him as well?
All right back at him, man. Right back at him.
A love fest. Who would have ever thought that? Back to you, Marv.
All right, thanks, Jim. And the Lakers are now 7-0 on the road in the playoffs, tying the 1995 Houston Rockets' most consecutive road wins in a single.
Online money you can use through Sprite.com. Drink Sprite, get Rocket Cash, buy what you want.
This company was showing its age, but it discovered a new market opportunity. Alas, its data was locked in systems that were showing their age, too. The company feared they would have to replace the systems. Instead, their new software allowed them to quickly transform them. The software is neither humble nor vain with its facelift. Always adaptable and eternally youthful. Enterprise software from Microsoft.
Come in, over.
Where am I? July 27th.
How the hell did these monkeys get like this?
From the director of Batman.
Bow your head!
And Sleepy Hollow comes a world that defies the rules and an adventure that rules the planet. Kill them all. Planet of the Apes. July 27th, only in theaters.
Looking for new and different? NBC's got it. Every Monday, Fear Factor. 6 real people compete against their fears.
Oh my God.
Worms. And each other.
Oh my God!
Then, brand new Weakest Link.
Who has a brain only a mother could lie?
All new Fear Factor and Weakest Link. It all starts at 8/7 Central, NBC Monday.
With the win tonight here in Philadelphia, the Lakers now at 14-1 through the postseason. That's the best for the moment, the best all-time playoff winning percentage in the history of the NBA. The finals continue right here on NBC Friday night at 9 Eastern with Game 5. The Lakers looking to make it a second straight championship. The Sixers hoping to send the series back to Los Angeles. Coming up after your late local news, it's The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And for those of you who would like to continue with coverage from the finals, a post-game special on CNBC will immediately follow these upcoming messages. So for Doug Collins, Jim Gray, and Lewis Johnson and our entire crew, I'm Marv Albert. You've been watching the NBA Finals on NBC.